just to fuck with you so you can ask
What?
questions.
And you know what? I fucked up too. I didn't turn my goddamn light on, so I can't see anything that's happening over here. So anyway, fucking hey, dude, we're here just randomly doing an episode of Shot Talk. Basically, this show is just where me and Chris get fucking drunk and talk shit with whoever decides to stop by.
I like the open ended invitation for people to
You
jump
know,
in.
everybody from ASN is welcome. Shit, half the time we put links out there to let fans come in if they want to. Nobody has yet. I think that's because we're a little bit silly when we start drinking, but that's why we're doing it live. I mean, how many times before we started this show did we just call each other getting fucking schnockered and doing shots together intentionally and thinking, man, why aren't we broadcasting this? It's retarded.
I agree.
Hey, yeah, we got a little matching glass gimmicks. And what are you drinking today, babe?
Well, it is called Glendalough Irish Whiskey Double Barrel. I never heard of it before, but it was sitting in the store and there was only one bottle left. And he's like, "We got the bottles of 12 and they're all sold out." So I got the last one. So it's pretty good. I'm not going to say it's Jameson, but it's pretty damn close to Jameson.
Okay.
So pretty solid. What about you, sweetheart?
Well, babe, I also am doing something brand new, but I haven't tried it yet. So this is what I got going. It is peanut butter chocolate pretzel flavored blind squirrel. It smells really good, but I haven't tried it yet.
Sounds like a lot of flavors going on there, but I bet you it's good.
I mean, I'm hoping it's like one of those wonderful swirly ice creams and not just a bombardment of, wow, that's way too sweet, because this is all I got to work with for Shot Talk tonight.
Well, take that gamble. You might as well tear that band-aid off right now. We should do a shot. Are you going to drink out of
Oh,
your shot glass or your regular
oh no,
glass?
sir. I tonight I am drinking like a gentleman, like a proper gentleman.
First for everything. Cheers.
Fuck you.
Oh, you catch that? All right. What's the verdict?
Wow.
Uh-oh. That's not a good sign.
That's going to be a rough night.
Well, describe it. Is it
I'm trying to. Just give me a minute. It is a bombardment of fucking sweet. Just holy shit. So fucking sweet. The flavors do hit you very individually and uniquely, but in like all the worst possible ways.
wow, that's not a good start, but please continue.
And with as sweet as it is, that is going to equal one hell of a hangover.
Well, all I suggest is stay hydrated, man. It's,
Or I could
you
just
should,
stop drinking and we could say fuck shot talk. Nah.
no, you're not going to go that way. Rob will
Hey,
power through it.
don't tell me what I'm gonna do.
Oh,
And
I'm not
it's
telling you what you're going to do. You're that's just you.
like I took it out of the freezer here just a few minutes ago, dude, and it is still hot to the mouth. It's crazy.
Yeah, those, I think those mix of flavors like that, it's always good to have it. It's always good to try those in a smaller bottle or a sample size, just to make sure. It's like that peanut butter whiskey. I can't think of the name of it right now.
Screwball.
Yeah, Screwball.
I was
That
so disappointed with how bad that was. I
you
really
didn't like.
wanted that to be great.
I thought it was pretty decent. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It was good. But I wouldn't have got it if I tried it. I'm like, okay, you know what? I can get behind this. But I got the smaller ones though. Like I don't think
Yeah.
I got the
Well, they didn't have
big.
a small one of this guy, or I would have.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but you know, I wait for it. It's 20 fucking bucks, whatever. Give it a gamble, and I'm still gonna drink on it. I'll get used to it.
That's it. $20.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not
The
you know.
the whole I think it's a new brand because they had a whole bunch of flavors there. Like seriously, there was like 5 different bottles and 5 different flavors.
Of that brand.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Huh.
And they had like truffle flavor one and which I thought a truffle was a mushroom. Is that not true?
I thought truffle was a chocolate.
Oh, is it? Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, fungus flavored whiskey.
Oh,
Yummy.
oh gosh, dude.
Hook me up. You know what we should do? We should go ahead and, practice what we preach to everybody in the crew. And we should go ahead and show us a commercial. Shall we show a commercial of one of our fine programs right here on the network?
Let's do it.
Saturday nights are officially unhinged.
That's right.
The Pain Lair hits ASN every Saturday at 6 p.m. Hosted by euphorian Max Payne and the certified lunatic Rip Rogers, two WWF and WCW legends with zero filters, zero sanity, and absolutely no business being handed microphones.
Not at all.
They're bringing wrestling stories, chaos, hot takes, and enough crazy to shove their brand of insanity deep into your ear holes. The Pain Lair, Saturdays at 6 p.m., only on ASN.
God damn. Okay. Fuck yeah, dude. And did you see the last Pain Layer, the debut one that came on tonight?
Ashley's gonna watch it tonight.
Definitely, dude. It's a good fucking one, man. I got a real kick out of it. Rip had a few technical issues as per usual, but not too bad. They were pretty quickly solved.
Imagine being in a pain layer with those guys. That'd be fucking kind of
Well, I
twisted.
mean, why don't you just do the next Pain Layer with those guys?
I just might.
I think you should. I think we should
You're,
announce it right here. You'll be on the next Pain Layer.
all right, that's right. Chris Casanova's gonna be on the next pain layer. So Max Payne, Rip Rogers, be ready. I'm coming for
Yeah,
you both.
coming for you.
You.
Let it go. I could have killed you 100 times. Let it go. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
That's right. Straight up fucking Rambo.
Yeah, I just watched that shit yesterday, dude. It was on TV and it was on YouTube, and I was like, "You goddamn right. You're goddamn right. I'm gonna watch First Blood."
Oh, the original?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's badass. Original.
God didn't make Rambo. I did.
Who the hell are you?
I'm really nobody important, and I don't seem like a tough guy.
Yeah, they all were pretty badass. I like the one where Kreese was in it. He was in part two. Fucking Rambo dusted his ass real quick.
Ugh. God, that is so sweet.
I could I could
Ugh.
just see it in your face. I'm like, oh, you're like trying to power
Trying.
that down.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. That's pretty bad. Jesus Christ, this shit will send a healthy person into a diabetic coma.
I was just say that's like a bottle of diabetes right there.
Yeah,
Just
for real. Jesus Christ.
damn.
Gonna need to get the Dexcom G74. That's right. That's
That's
a
right.
very, very inside joke.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh hey, you know how much I love Twitch, right? Because they're
Mhm.
robots, always trying to be doing business while we're live. So on air Stella wants to know if we want to hang out.
Oh, nice.
All we gotta do is add Stella on Discord. Yeah, so I'll do that right around.
Rad.
Ever go? Fuck yourself, Stella. This is ASN. You don't tell us what to do because we'll always piss on it every fucking time.
We do what we want.
Every time.
Yep. Because
You know what I do want to do, Chris? I know I was going to wait for the pain layer, but man, I think we should just go ahead and start pushing the free ASN keychains today. What do you think?
why not?
Well, then let's go ahead and show the video first, and then let's get into it here.
You like free shit? Good. Of course you do. You're a person, right? Now pay attention. We're giving away ASN keychains every damn week. Not one, not two, several. And it's stupid easy to win. Step 1, subscribe. Yeah, actually hit the button. Step 2, drop a comment. Say whatever you want. Be funny, be savage. We don't care. That's it. You're in. No forms, no BS, no hoops to jump through. Just subscribe, comment, and you might get hooked up. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe to ASN and get your hands on some free shit.
That's right. For everybody loves free shit, and you
Fuck
should
yeah. Who
You
doesn't?
deserve it, God damn it. You deserve some free shit. Everybody deserves some free shit, but anybody who's watching the network, they definitely deserve more free shit than anybody else.
Yes. So do yourself a favor. Subscribe. Make a comment. Tell us to go fuck off. Whatever. Whatever you want to say. No holds
You know,
barred.
I played the wrong one, and I'm not going to play the other one because that would just be trying too hard to make fun of you. But the other
Of
keychain
me?
video, yeah, the other keychain video says, say whatever you want. We don't care. Say eggplant or something or other, or Chris looks like he smells weird.
Whoa.
Oh, that's the one I thought I was playing. I played the wrong one, but the message is still the same. Boy, come get some free shit.
Yeah, get some free shit. Leave the Rob to fuck up the spot. No, just kidding.
Well, I mean, leave it to Rob to fucking make all the cool spots too. You know, if
Well,
we're leaving things to Rob, I'm just saying, if we're being honest, Rob's awesome.
hey, you know what? If that makes you feel great, dude, keep telling yourself. You are awesome.
Go
See?
fuck yourself.
I just called you awesome.
Yeah, but you didn't mean it.
Fuck. I'm fucked either way. Either I don't mean it or I fuck it.
Or
Yeah.
you're not fucked either way. You could say it with some integrity, like you mean it. You could say it that way.
I think any tone I use or however I spin it, I think I don't mean it. That's just you had that thing. You had me marked like that way. It's okay. I'm always a dick to you. That's why.
Dead to rights. Dead to rights. Okay. It
All right.
burns
Oh.
like a motherfucker, so it's got to be strong.
I would think so. Is that a shot you're pouring?
Oh, no, it's like way more than a shot, dude.
I know, but that's not your glass, though, right?
Huh?
That's not your crystal glass, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, I can see with the glare. All right.
I'm
Okay.
just getting
Oh,
loaded up. I'm not going to drink all that in one fucking hit.
I think you should
I don't care what you think.
do
I
it,
think
Rob. Do it.
you should come play in my magical Disney backyard. Wow, that sounded gay.
You,
Chris, you should come
what?
play in my backyard.
I'm not playing anything with you, dude.
Mm-hmm. Honey, baby child, you know you gonna. You know you do. You know you will. If you will, Chris. I went from a gay guy to Dusty Rhodes right on you. It was the flip of a script and the drink of a shot, baby.
The American Dream, son of a plumber.
Son of a plumber, baby.
You know, I'll give Dusty credit. He fucking rolled. He didn't really want to do that gimmick, but he fucking rolled it. And he made the best it could be, dude. Like he fucking good
Well,
for
he
him,
didn't
man.
change anything on him except the polka dots, which, I mean, I guess, yeah, that he didn't really want to do that, but He's still got to be the same dream he always was.
That's what I'm saying. Like he didn't like the whole gimmick thing, but yeah, he was basically himself, and he made the most of it. Like he did awesome with it. I thought. I mean,
Sweet, sweet Sapphire, baby.
yeah, it's
Let's do anything we can to derail Dust. And you guys are investing real money into Dusty, so why are you trying to derail him, I wonder?
yeah. And I know Hulk was way behind Dusty, dude. Like fucking Hulk was ecstatic when they brought Dusty over. He talks about it.
Who
He was a
wouldn't?
fucking he was Rhodes fan. He's like I was a mark for him. I was a big fan for him.
Well, he had
I
a
was like,
lot to do with the Flair transition too, right? Hulk?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And people say, oh, they're rivals. They don't like each other. No, they fucking do. They're boys. They know how business works, dude.
Well, I mean, Flair, dude. Flair's only your boy as long as he's getting something out of you. Then he flips the script so he can keep staying in the spotlight on your name. Flair's a psycho. He just
Maybe eccentric.
no, I honestly don't. I think there's just one too many times he didn't tuck his chin.
Well, he's worked for multiple years and has wrestled way past his prime. So yeah, I could see that.
Knocked himself into really believing 100,000% his gimmick. He's just crazy. Like fucking Brett, dude, when he used to there was a time when he was a regular on a Canadian morning show.
Oh, Brett.
Yeah. And he would patch his cell phone up to them. And this is back when it was still illegal. He would prank call Flair. So he'd call him up and be like, yeah, I was just talking to the guys out here and just talking about how I used to do so much more business than you. And then just stop talking and let Flair fucking flip out, dude. And they would nationalize it. Every radio station would pick it up.
That's fucking funny.
Tickets, and you used to sell sunglasses. You tell me you did more business. He kept saying that over and over again. I sold tickets. You sold sunglasses.
Oh my gosh. I didn't imagine Brett was a prankster. I didn't think he would really had that in him.
I think it was the morning show put him up to it. Like, hey, let's do this for ratings. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll give Rick a call. And you figure eventually Rick would just stop answering when Brett calls, right?
Yeah, I mean, you would think, but maybe maybe he's one of those guys that likes that drama, that attention, no matter what. Like he's gonna pick it up. Oh, what kind of drama is gonna go on? People thrive off of that. I think Flair's a perfect example.
You ever listen to the Honky Tonk fucking with Flair on the radio or on his podcast?
Oh, I mean, not surprised.
When Honky was trying to get, or Flair was trying to get Honky to lend him 30 grand.
Get Honky to lend him 30 grand.
Yeah, he's like, I just want to know if you're going to do it or not. And he's like, yeah, sure. I'll loan you the money. Just give me a couple of those Rolexes as collateral. I haven't got the Rolexes anymore. Just losing his fucking mind, dude. It's like, holy shit.
Was that a real thing? He actually wanted money.
I mean, it absolutely red is real and legit. If it wasn't, I would imagine that Flair maybe didn't know he was being put on the air, like on a podcast.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I believe it was absolutely real.
Wow. So he was at one time. Well, he's probably been broke a few times in his life because he's been married.
That's
What?
happens when you keep marrying whores.
This is your fucking money, dude.
Flair should know above anybody that there is an actual pandemic of gold digging whores out there.
You think?
So, like, Rick, you should know. Fucking Rick, dummy.
But I'll say this about Rick though. Somehow he's like a fucking cat. He has 9 lives, dude. He loses money, he gains money back, dude. Like he's just constantly making money. Look at those fucking commercials he's doing for that that warranty company, where for the cars, Car Shield. That's what it's called.
Car Shield. Yeah.
Yeah, and he does appearances.
I don't know. I wouldn't book Flair. I wouldn't book Flair for fucking anything, dude. I just don't believe he would actually show up.
I guess it's a sponsor that's paying for it, and they're taking care of all the expenses and no out of. I mean, be good for a fucking signing or a fucking.
That's what I mean. Obviously, we're not Car Shield, but if we were having an ASN autograph session, I wouldn't book Flair for it.
He'd be a good guy to do a fucking talk, dude. When you bring someone to speak, that would be fucking rad. Just to fucking watch him flip out.
And then start crying and just all kinds of fucking ridiculousness. Holy shit. Guys, we're at ASN for life. Give us a sub. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a hand job. Give us some love.
Anything, damn it.
Man.
Or I will sweep the fucking leg, dude.
Don't sweep the leg. Whose leg?
Somebody's. I don't know.
Not mine, though.
I'll sweep your leg.
Why my leg? I'm here with you.
Oh, okay. Like, what?
You're a cunt. I swear for God.
Drink your glass of diabetes. Come on. Let's have
Don't fucking tell me what to do, you cunt. Doug, tell Chris
Pick up the glass now.
Tell him he's a cunt, Doug.
Chris, you're awesome. Rob, pick up the fucking glass.
Yeah.
Okay. Goddamn son of a fuck. Maybe Max will be nice to me because you two cunts are being cunts. Max,
No, he won't. Max, tell him to pick up the fucking glass, dude.
stop.
I don't have a fucking glass. I got myself a jug.
Yeah, but what's in a jug of?
You know, I'm allergic to alcohol. Fucking every goddamn time I drink, I come down with handcuffs.
Oof. Break out in those.
I break out in handcuffs. Sorry, I come down with handcuffs. I break out in handcuffs. I even fucked up my own joke. That's how fucked up I am.
That's what I say about cocaine. I just developed this horrible allergy where I always break out in cuffs. I had to stop it.
It just seems can't get rid of it for some reason.
Cocaine.
Hi, Doug. It's been a long time, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Chris.
Here. Oh, great. Okay.
Here, I'll fucking drink with you, though.
Oh,
I just sat for 2.5 hours and drank a gallon of fucking tea and didn't take a piss. Now that's a true fucking state. That's a true accomplishment with a fucking 65-year-old fucking man.
Fuck yeah, dude. Was that Jeremy's show?
Yeah.
Where you have to sign away 6 days of your life and your firstborn.
Yeah. What?
What?
Mother?
Who?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Rob, can you do me a favor real quick while we're talking?
Nope.
Can you send me the actual physical address of this so that I could like leave and come back, and so I could, because we're on, I need, remember our deal with me? I need the actual physical address of instead of just the hyperlink to the HTTP address. Instead of just
should have been the shit here. Okay, hang on.
You know what I mean, brother.
Well, I mean,
you're the one that taught it to me, for God's sakes.
Hey, I love it. Want you to settle down, Payne. Don't make me your Broby.
Okay. All right, man. I'm calm down.
Whoa.
Let me grab a Valium real quick too while
Rob's coming in hot.
Buddy, I just sent it to you.
That's a direct steal from fucking that's a direct steal from the fucking tubes. Anybody who loves the tubes live. How him Fee Wable is fucking being an asshole on stage, and he said, "Hey, come on, why don't you calm down? You don't have to beat everybody up. Why don't you calm down and take a Valium or something? I'll be right back."
Oh man, that's fucking awesome.
Fucking nut bar. Holy shit. Get the hell off of my screen. Shit, there we go.
And Max is gone.
That's right, and he's lucky he left when he did, buddy, because it was about to get serious. I tell you. I'll fucking tell you.
That's facts.
Throw him off some fucking bleachers. I'll hit him in the back of the head with a chair.
Yeah, sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's lucky he left when he did, because it was about to get bad for him. I mean, hey, Matt, welcome back, buddy.
Listen, there's no need for that kind of behavior.
Hey, just add alcohol and rumbles ensue.
Oh fuck, are you kidding?
I mean, yes,
Right.
yes.
If you don't believe me, just ask the Romans. So what are y'all drinking? Hold on. So Rob, what's your poison of choice?
Well, I picked up a new bottle, trying something new. And it's just like a big old bottle of alcoholic sugar. It's not good. It's called Blind Squirrel Chocolate Peanut Butter Pretzel.
Sure,
And I-
told you so.
What? They make alcohol like that?
Well, apparently so. And it's really burny going down. I took it out of the freezer. And Doug, it's like Wiedemann's beer, dude. I
Oh,
threw
God.
it in my mouth.
Oh,
I was like,
Oh.
don't make that.
no, fuck no. Wiedemann's is long gone.
Okay, gosh, that's terrible.
Wiedemann-
Dude.
Wiedemann's is what I imagine drinking or sucking on a sweaty gym sock would taste like.
There was
Wiedemann's
another.
is
There's
horrible.
the Northwest had a good beer like that too, called Heidelberg. Doesn't that just sound like you can tell just by the name alone? Heidelberg fucking fits that MO perfectly as well.
Wiedemann's, Heidelberg. It sounds like they're both very German cheapskate oriented.
Exactly.
If we only charge the Americans $5 for 5 cases, they'll buy it, yeah.
Yeah, like this is what happened. Guy, one of the production managers of fucking Heineken or fucking one of Budweiser or something looked in the bottom. He says, "There's still stuff left in the bottom of the barrel." Oh, I know. Here, we'll call it Heidelberg.
Yeah.
And we'll sell it for 6 cents.
Yeah, that was a college keg. It cost like $17 for a keg of fucking Heidelberg.
Oh my
Ours-
gosh.
So we're talking
$17.
about if you could scrounge together $3, then you could go buy a 12-pack of Wiedemann's.
Yeah, and that's exactly the way the Heidelberg was. We would like on Sunday we would scrounge together $17 and go down to the tavern that was like a block away and buy a keg, and we'd all fucking sit around and just get hammered and then really regret it the
Oh.
next day.
Yeah.
So, Chris, what are you drinking?
This is an Irish whiskey called Glendalough.
Oh
So
wow,
it's a new
Good.
one.
it's got a cork in it and everything.
Yep, cork, and it's
Ooh.
pretty good. I would say it's comparable to Jameson.
I was gonna say it sounds like almost a Jameson. How about you, Doug? What you drinking?
I'm drinking homemade black tea since I don't drink, and I'm drinking
Aha.
it in a Ghoul Girl cup.
Nice.
Oh,
The
fuck
Germans,
yeah.
the Japanese have a great name for black tea, man. When I lived there, they used to have this shit, and we'd drink. They had two kind of drinks when we'd work out. One was called Pocari Sweat, which was basically their version of Gatorade. It was grapefruit flavored Gatorade stuff. It was fucking
Mhm.
great. And then they had this stuff that was called Ooloncha, and I always used to. I finally one day I said it was great. But it was just straight tea, no sugar, nothing in it. I said, what does that mean? What does Ooloncha mean? And rather they might have been lying to me, but apparently Ooloncha stands for Crow Dragon Tea. So black tea in Japan was called Crow Dragon Tea.
Oh wow.
But it makes sense if you think about it. Crow is black, dragons
Yeah.
are black, so you know. And I'm drinking fucking Crystal Light Especial peach iced tea.
I see.
So
Wow, Crystal Light. They still make that? Shit.
yeah, it's really good too. If you've never tasted their, it's sugar free. I can drink gallons of it and never gain a pound. It's not that what's yeah.
I
Badass.
believe in Crystal Light. Because I
Believe,
believe.
in me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rob,
Oh fuck,
so
man,
Rob,
fuck the
which
'80s.
is which is better? Which is better? This squirrel drink you're drinking right now, or whatever the hell, chipmunk,
blind squirrel.
yeah, blind squirrel. Is which is better, that or Psycho's Cup of Death?
Oh, dude, this all day.
Yes.
I want
Whoa,
you
what's that drink?
when I die, eventually, and I'm on my deathbed and the end is coming upon me, I'm going to say, I had 5 years left. Fucking Doug. And then
I'm in awe right now. I'm like, what is this
Oh.
drink? Curiosity's kicking in.
It was basically take a plastic cup from the kitchen, it's about yay big around and about yay tall, and it's just a little bit of everything from my parents' alcohol. My parents were not heavy drinkers, but they had a lot of alcohol because people just through the years, through the decades, just keep giving it, gifts at holidays and shit like that, and it just
Which is
piled
really
up.
cool too because it never goes moldy.
Right. So
It
it
only
was
gets better with
basically
time.
it was basically a little bit of everything. And I've only had 2 or 3 of these in my life. So,
Wow.
my life is going to be
fuck. That was quick. That was really convenient time. Go! Shitty.
I'm back from the dead. No, but yeah, it was a horrendous concoction that did the job. You get buzzed on the fumes. Just sniff it and you're like buzzing.
There is 2 things that this drink was missing. The first was it didn't have smoke rolling out from the fucking top. But the second thing is this son of a bitch didn't even put ice in it.
Oh,
damn! So it was a neat drink.
He just gave it to you, fucking. What do they call it? Naked,
Neat.
natural. What's the
So,
word?
Chris, picture the 3 wise men. Now you take the 3 wise men, and then you throw some gin in there, and some fucking vermouth, and some fucking cognac, some fucking wine. Oh, my dear.
Put wine in there?
But also, hey, also Jack Daniels, Wild Turkey, Kahlua, whatever the fuck was in there, cream de menthe found its way in there. Anything my parents had. Anything. The first one I ever made, I made by myself. The first time I ever got drunk, I was by myself, and it was off of one of these fuckers. And I kept drinking a little bit, going, "Oh my god, this is horrible. This tastes horrible. Here, let me try to improve it." So I get the liquid level down the glass so far. I go, and then I'm like, "Whoa, let me try to improve it. Let me throw some orange juice in here and mix that up. Oh, that doesn't do very good. I drink some more, and now I'm even more drunk. Let's throw some Hershey's chocolate syrup in here and mix that up." And then the liquid level goes back up a bit, and then I try that. Oh, that's terrible. Let me try it with milk. And then so the very first one was probably the worst one ever made because I end up mixing so much other crap. And at one point, I threw beer in there. And it was just the worst.
I hope like fucking crazy if you threw beer in there. At least it was fucking Guinness.
No, it was like MGD or something like that.
God. Oh man.
Yeah. I was so drunk. I was like, my dad won't miss this bottle of beer. I was 17 when I made this. So, I mean, I'm like, but yeah, and it was just anything and everything. But yeah, I kept putting crap. Finally, I was like, okay, I just need to finish this. And I drank the whole fucking thing. I drank the whole fucking thing. And then my parents were in bed already. And then I went to bed. But I mean, I was fucking just, I mean,
I'll bet your hangover. I'll bet
Yeah.
the introduction to A Hangover the next day was fucking pretty fun too.
No, I never really got hangovers. The short
Really?
period that
Wow,
I
That's
drank,
you're
surprising.
I was
Usually that kind of
17
shit
and
kicks your fucking ass the next
Yeah,
day.
Doug's drinking career was about that long.
yeah, and I was
Oh.
like, I started at 17, and that's the year I say that I was 17 and indestructible. That's also the year I had the same age that I had Rob hit me with his car a bunch of times. So so
yeah,
I could whatever just bullets bounce off me at that age and stuff.
well,
So
that's always the way it is, right? We had a
yeah.
name for that kind of drink in college. We used to everybody. I maybe it wasn't just a college thing, but we would just get one of those big fucking, we would scrub the fuck out of a trash can and
Oh.
bunch of bags of ice in it. Jungle juice.
Ugh.
Did you ever? Have any of you ever done that? So in order to
Sounds
get
like a
into
prison
the party,
drink.
so in
No.
order to get in the party, we'd take and buy like 5 gallons of whatever flavor of Kool-Aid, fill the fucking thing with ice, and as you walked in the door, we didn't care what alcohol it was. You had to dump a bottle of alcohol into the fucking mixture.
Oh,
So,
wow.
25, 30 people come walking through, and it was everything, all of it, of course. There was no fucking, there was no Hennessy, there was no fucking Maker's Mark. It was all goddamn $3 a bottle fucking jungle.
All rock gut shit.
Oh yeah, but man, those were the kind of parties that usually involved togas, and everybody was getting laid that night.
But yeah, the first time after I quit drinking is when Rob had heard about this drink, and finally I got him at the house, and he's in the front room watching TV. My parents are in bed, and I'm like mad scientist in the kitchen. His back's to me, and I'm like mixing all this stuff. I'm just like but he got a real purified version of it, though, honestly. But if I knew how to get dry ice, I definitely would have put a block of dry ice in the bottom. So here we go, Rob, and have it all fucking.
How you can drink this and actually die? Here you go.
Well, my question is, how big was that fucking glass? It sounds like you had like a lot of mixtures. Like, was it like a highball glass? Like how many ounces?
It was like that, roughly, maybe a little bit shorter, but roughly like that. Yeah.
The whole thing was filled?
Yeah, it was a big plastic fucking swimming pool cup.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my
the ones
gosh.
that you get at restaurants, the red plastic fucking 32-ounce glass, that
Yeah.
swimming pool glass. I know exactly
Oh
the ones
my-
you're talking about.
He didn't put like some Sprite in there, he didn't even put a bartender's best friend, which is ice, in it. He just filled it all up with hooch.
Neat.
Oh,
It was neat. That's the word that you use for no.
It was
no,
neat.
no ice is neat. It was a
There was
neat
nothing
glass.
neat about it.
The neatest part of that night was at one point while I'm still making the drink, Rob suddenly says, "What the hell is that smell?"
and we know Rob drank it because Rob doesn't back down. He's like, fuck it, I'll drink it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's why I have lost 5 years. I already know 5 years, the last 5 are gone. Those are the last 5, right? Those are the shitting yourself years. And okay,
Yeah, that's okay. Those 5 years, fuck it, I'll let those go anyway, right?
What does Sam Kinison say? Oh, those are the years where you go, it hurts to pee.
Yeah.
Damn Ken.
And I love the quote. My favorite quote is by Woody Allen. It's like, it's also, it fits in this line. He goes, "I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want to be there when it happens."
my favorite comedian or one-liner from a comedian is old Rodney D. I don't do cocaine. I just like the way it smells.
I can see him saying that too, just like that.
Oh, of course. Of course.
I can't smoke weed. It's horrible. It gives me the munchies. I smoke half the joint, then I eat the other half.
Oh, he was. What's amazing is when you hear, like, I was watching there's a great documentary on right now called "The Making of Caddyshack." It's like 30 years later,
Oh, fucking
And
Caddyshack.
they all talk about fucking Dangerfield and what a fucking he partied all of them to shame.
I bet you half those guys were fucked up on that set, man.
Oh god, that's the
Yeah,
funny
not
part.
half of
If you haven't seen it, go find
Maybe
it.
more.
Because the whole fucking thing is about the whole jargon of it is that it's just about being fucked up the whole time they were making the movie.
Dan Aykroyd said it best. He said, "Me and all the guys, Wednesday night would come, we would get an ounce of cocaine, lock the doors for 5 days, and write the whole month."
Yep.
That's what they did.
And it's what's really sad though. This sad. You know what's sad about that though? Let me tell you just, and I don't want to bring the fucking thing down, but there's a guy that his name was Doug Kenny, and he was the writer of Caddyshack. He wrote fucking Animal House. He's the guy in Animal House that goes, "What do you think? Something about what do you should have done, you moron?" He had just a brief part in Animal House. And he was the guy that wrote he wrote Animal House and Caddyshack. He wrote like 3 of the greatest comedies of all time. And the fucking guy never believed in himself. And he actually because he didn't believe he was talented. And he flew to Hawaii and jumped off this place called Suicide Point in Hawaii. Because
bringing the party down.
No, but isn't that sad? Because it was all because of what, Rob? Though the thing is, it was all because of his cocaine use, and nobody could get through to him. But he's the guy that created all those funny, great movies, and he fucking died feeling insignificant and insecure about his own self. Sorry, I didn't want to bring it down, but
the guy's on so
Terrible.
much coke, you can't get through to him. That sound familiar?
Yep, nobody could get through to him. They all tried. Yeah,
Chris has been that guy.
Yeah, it was
Exactly.
They all like Harold Ramis and all of them
so much coke. There was just no getting through to him all the time. Chris was on coke. Oh fuck!
How's that coke?
I think that was
Frozen.
That's Rob, maybe that he's talking about. Maybe
no, I was talking about Crispy. I was trying to be funny.
I know who you were talking
Chris
about.
was on so much coke, I just couldn't get through to him. He would tell me, "It's already over for me. I'm a criminal already. I'm just going to keep going." I couldn't get through to him.
Dude, you know what's funny is I've like read about Bellucci and all those, like Bellucci in his last days and fucking like passing out into a pile of cocaine like this fucking high. And Rob, I've already envisioned you in the prime of your cocaine career at every mimic station of Scarface, of Bellucci. I know that's who you fucking were, dude. There was no amount of cocaine that you could have gone through that would satisfy that fucking personality of yours.
I'll tell you this, Max, and this will fucking probably floor you a little bit. I did a 7-gram line just to see if I could do it.
7 fucking grams
in one hit. Boom.
Dude, how did the top of your fucking head not come off?
I guess the noise when I threw my head back when I was done, the noise I made terrified my girlfriend at the time, but I did it.
Oh my God, man. Oh my fucking God.
People just don't realize that when people are in active addiction and they're actively using as aggressive as I was, that person is trying to die, is what's happening.
Yeah. Boy, it's funny, I used to, when I was right after I graduated from school, I moved to Los Angeles. And when you were talking about that line, I was bouncing at this bar on Redondo Beach Pier called Beach Bum Bert's. And one night, this fucking white limo pulled up in front of Beach Bum Bert's. I was standing right out in front because the door, that's where the bouncers stood. And this guy opened the door. And as he got out, this limo had, and you'll remember these, Rob, all of you, if you've ridden in limousine at any time, they actually had a mirror in the back seat that folded down.
Yeah.
And this guy had that line you're talking about all the way from one side of the fucking mirror to the other side, and he was on the far side of the fucking seat, and he had a fucking golden straw in his fucking hand, and he cleaned that fucking mirror, that line, from one side to the other.
Must have been really narrow then.
Yeah, cleaned the whole fucking line out, got out, stuck his fucking straw in his pocket, and went. And I'll tell you what, that night, when he walked up to the door, I said to him, I said, dude, you're trouble. And that was the closest I ever came. And that's actually what stopped me from being a bouncer, because that guy went out to his car later that night and got a pistol because somebody pissed him off in the bar. And he walked back up, and I saw him coming with the gun. And luckily I had my buddy that was the other bouncer on the other side. He was a fucking Vietnam vet, and he felt the gun pass his ribs, and the fucking foyer that the two doors were at where we were standing. Cause I was trying to decide, cause I knew he was numb. And I thought, no matter how hard I hit this motherfucker, what if he pulls the trigger when I hit him? And as he fucking walked up, he stuck the fucking gun between us into the lobby. And I'd already kind of smartened my buddy up. And I said, he's got a gun. And he felt it past his rib cage. And I'll tell you what, this motherfucker was the smartest, smoothest bouncer I'd ever been with and been around in my whole life. He turned and looked at this guy and he said, don't do it. And he talked the fucking guy off the fucking ledge, because if he would have started pulling the trigger, he would have killed 20 people, because he would, no matter where he would have shot, it was one of those lobbies.
Oh. And then the panic.
Yeah, well, and then it was the end of night, so the fucking lobby was just packed with everybody, trying to come out. He would have killed 10 people, probably with one shot. And my buddy talked him down, but I'll never forget, when you're talking about that line, I'll never forget that moment, man.
What's up, Lee? Chris, Lee's here.
What's up, Lee? Long time.
Just on the network, yes, sir. Nice to see you again, my friend.
Yeah, no shit. How long did you stay up after that line, Rob?
Oh, dude, that line. I mean, that period of my life was from when my eyes were open. It was doing drugs, doing coke and selling coke. Constant go. So how long was I up from that line? Who's to fucking say? That was just a big ass line in a sea of a 3-day haze.
Yeah.
Wow.
So how did you in the end of that? So did you have to come down with drugs? Would you Valium yourself down so you could go to sleep when you finally decided that you fucking had
smoke
enough?
Weed, probably.
NyQuil and weed, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And your body just collapsed probably at some point.
Well, yeah, when I finally put the shit away, drank my NyQuil, lit up my joint, and my brain was recognizing, oh, we're there. I mean, the weed and the NyQuil was definitely an aid to settle down all the stimulants in my system. But by the time I did it, my body was just, my brain, everything was just ready. So I'd be out for 2 days.
How many times do you think you stood on the edge at that time in your life, Rob?
One.
Every day?
A million times, a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Because, when I started selling the drug, it was...
Turn my light on.
It was purely going to be financial. I partied with blow a little bit here and there, but, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this fucking high-interest car loan paid off. I'm going to get a couple of things fixed, then I can be done. Of course, once you're rolling, you're never fucking done, right? Because I'm a wrestling promoter at heart. So I know exactly how to put a product that people already want in front of them. And that's what I specialize in. Sales is my jam.
Yeah.
So I utilize that skill set. Now suddenly I'm making so goddamn much money, I couldn't consider walking away from it. And then by the time I am ready to walk away, I get pinched. I get convicted. Now I'm a felon. I'm a marked drug dealer. And that's just how I'm going to spend the rest of my life as far as I was concerned at the time. So instead of looking to get better, I tripled down.
Wow. You're lucky you
I
made
was
it out alive.
I was there.
Poor
Chris,
fucking
did you
Chris.
you didn't snort, Chris?
No, I mean with him the stories. I mean, yeah, I was on the phone with him all quite
No, but I
often.
mean you didn't party with him at that level.
No.
We were in different states.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
you
Chris
didn't-
would never party at that level.
Okay.
No. I party a little bit, but not like at that level. That was just no. There's no way.
Doug, did you ever have a drug of choice?
No, I never did. The only thing I ever did was alcohol. I've never even smoked a cigarette in my life. So,
Not weed or nothing.
nope.
Holy shit.
So, Lee brings up a really good question, and that's: did you ever feel bad about supplying somebody's habit and keeping them in a bad place? So here is my thing. I wasn't the kind of a drug dealer that you would imagine when you think about a drug dealer, right? Like what Hollywood or the media depicts a drug dealer to be. My clients, I didn't have anybody that called me every day. I had weekend warriors. I had doctors and lawyers. I had, I almost dropped some names. I had TV directors from certain TV shows that were big at the time. I had rock stars. I had a very higher end clientele. Then I had the smaller guys, the guys in the bars, right, who called me for an 8-ball. But typically speaking, I didn't sell to anybody who really had a problem that I was aware of. And to go a little bit further with that, and nobody ever really believes it, but it's true. I would, if I did have guys who were trying to deal with emotional crises with my product, and they were coming like a couple of days in a row, I would cut them off like a bartender. I've got to stop you for a few days. I could get it somewhere else, and that's what you're going to have to do. So I wasn't a good person because at the end of the day, I was still selling poison to people, but I was not the preying on the downtrodden kind of guy. I was the lawyer called me on Friday and bought a half an ounce, and whatever he didn't do that weekend, he would put away and then come back to it in a couple weeks. Those were my client base. There was just a lot of them because my product was always good. I didn't cut it with garbage, right? I didn't put anything out there that had a fentanyl additive. I even had a test kit. I would make sure that my product was at least clean. So although most people don't understand that cocaine is not a physically addictive drug, but it's very mentally addicting, and that is every bit as strong as a physical. But I wasn't preying on those people who believed that they were addicted to cocaine. I never sold crack, no opiates, no designer drugs. My thing was really just the classics. I fuck with cocaine and weed.
Wow. So your main clients were high class clients, like
Absolutely.
like your wealthier clients, like your professionals.
I would end up in the $2 million for the lower grade house divisions of Pittsburgh and the surrounding areas all week long, walking into houses that I had no business being in.
Do you think that so let me ask you kind of a weird question. I don't know, somebody usually in those situations, somebody usually stooges you off to get out of trouble themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the case with you? And if so, was it one of the higher end clients that stooged you off? I was going to say, I'll bet money it was probably an 8-ball guy at a bar that fucking stooged you off.
Well,
get out of getting busted.
It was a girlfriend who stooged me.
I don't want to say anything. I know this. I know the story.
And then I had another guy who tried to actually set me up for a controlled buy. And for everybody who doesn't know what that is, somebody gets in trouble with drugs, they're encouraged now to meet the police. They put in their order. The police search you, search your car. The police give you money. People think they're marked bills. They're not. The police give you money. You go, you buy the drug, you take the drug back to the cops. They search you again. They take the product. They go get their warrant. They raid your house based on the testimony of a CI.
Wow.
Wow.
So I had one of my good clients was a soldier. And he came to my place to pick something up, and he left his gun there. So he calls me, holy fuck, I left my gun. I'm already in Slippery Rock, which was like almost 2 hours away. Can you hold it for me till tomorrow? Absolutely. One of my clients, whom they didn't really so much trust, but I made the mistake of letting them know where I live once, calls me to set up just an 8-ball. He shows up to my house and he's acting very fucking nervous. Our eyes are darting around. I was like, buddy, you sure you want any coke? Because they don't have you wear a wire anymore either. None of that shit happens anymore.
Right.
I said, you sure you want to just smoke a joint? I said, look, buddy, I'm going to grab a joint because you're making me nervous. I think you're on too much coke. So I went back to my bedroom. I grabbed that gun, came out, sat down, put the gun down on the ottoman and said, okay, so you're going to go back and you're going to tell your buddies that you made a mistake. And I'm not in that business. And if I ever see you again, nobody is going to ever see you again. Are we clear? So he's like, oh, yeah. And I let him leave. And immediately, of course, I fucking packed up shop and got the hell out of Dodge for about a week. But the one time she actually dropped dime, she gave them all the information. They came and got me. They tried to set me up for a controlled buy at the time, which miserably backfired.
Wow. You were
Yeah.
Scarface.
There was a
Oh, me.
really when I don't even exaggerate when I use a movie line saying there was a pretty good stretch of time where in Pennsylvania as a state, if you fucked around with coke at some point, I had my hands on it.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that, Rob? Is knowing you and what a fucking humanitarian you are as a human being and how much you believe in, you know, social programs and, you know, equality for everybody and all the fucking shit that you do that I know you about behind the scenes. It blows my fucking mind to hear you talk like that because you and you know what I'm about to say is because that's the shit and I've heard your whole story. That's the shit when you totally have to fucking defy who the fuck you are. You have to listen. That's not a fucking, the Mormons call it a still small voice. You know, your conscience, that you have to deny all of that shit to play that fucking game. Because if you don't play the drug lord, you're gonna perish very quickly in that world. And you obviously knew how to play the game.
And that gun thing I just told you about, that was the one and only time a gun ever came into play in my entire career. I never carried a gun. I never actually held a gun and pointed it at somebody. I've had people try to rob me twice, but they weren't exactly up to snuff about who they were trying to rob. And 2 different occasions, multiple people got the wholesale fuck beat out of them by me alone.
I'll bet they did.
Yeah. One time I almost lost and I actually did stab somebody, but I stabbed them with their own knife.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. What a crazy life.
I thought for sure I'm going to prison for this one. I stabbed that old boy right in his chest.
I think with that being said, let's take a drink.
How about fucking pros to change, man?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
And the good kind. Well,
and a really good point that can be made here is with as Scarface as I was, where I was then compared to where I am now. It shows everybody that you are not limited, even if you have taken felony convictions for your doings. That doesn't mean your life is over, and that doesn't define who you are.
Right.
I work in finance now. I work with charities now. Like I made the decision when when it was all over with the girlfriend that I lost at the end. And I realized that it was because, I didn't realize, she straight up told me it was because of the drug. But I realized that at that point, that was it for me. Like I'd hit rock bottom. And then I broke through that to the next rock bottom. And then down to the next one. But and with it ending with her, that was just me saying, I don't have anything left I'm willing to give now. And that's what made that moment of clarity that I was having at the time really shine through, because something bad had happened to me. Most people have their moments of clarity when they're inside the jail. And while they're inside the jail, they are all about going to the meetings and the big book and all that bullshit, getting the lighthouses and reading those things. But as soon as they get out, it's right back to ripping and running, which is exactly what I was. Although in jail, I wasn't pretending that I want to get clean. So when I can get out, I can be healthy. I'm just waiting to get out so I can go back to work. And I made that loud and proud to everybody. What we got?
Yeah.
Do you think you're wrestling back? Yes, absolutely. When you work in wrestling, the first thing you got to learn, Lee, is psychology, right? You've got to learn how to outthink, not the guy across the ring from you, all those people who gave you their money to come see you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that psychology and that playing the role is absolutely 100% learned in wrestling, and learning how to keep your shit together when you're on drugs and how to deal with other people on drugs. You pick that up real strong in wrestling, too.
You
That's
deal
so
with like
true,
some of the worst in wrestling. You do, and I hate to say that like loosely, but you do. There's a lot of piece of shit wrestlers out there.
You know,
And Lee
you know
also
something?
asked if anybody ever tried to rip me off. Yeah, lots of people try.
Yeah, and
You know, it's funny, Chris, is you said something that it's so funny. I was talking the other day to Rip, and incidentally, are you coming to the show tomorrow, Chris?
Oh, is the show tomorrow?
Yeah, we have to,
Saturday?
pardon me?
Wait,
Don't you mean next Saturday?
Oh, yes. Aren't you coming to the show next Saturday, Chris?
oh, I'll be there.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
doing a run-in. I'm doing a run-in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I fucking blew my radio personality behind the scene professional wrestling fucking moment.
Go back, you son of a.
Anyway, you know, Rip and I were bullshitting, and we were talking about, you know, people we've met in the business, that from the moment that you met them, I played that role like you were talking about. I played that role too, where I fucking did a lot of ugly shit in my life and crossed over to the dark side, so to speak, and played that role. But I always tried to keep the humanitarian side. And obviously you did too, Rob, you know, because you wouldn't be where you are now had you not managed to keep in touch with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a guy I met in the wrestling business in Japan, and I couldn't remember his name. And Rip and I were talking about him. And I said, you know, I've only met one guy. I met a couple of others that were pretty shady fuckers, right? But I've never met one guy that had Doom tattooed on his forehead as big as this dude. And he wasn't a very big dude. And I started trying to remember his name, and I was going, yeah, he went by like Chainsaw, and fucking Rip looked right at me and said, Buzz Sawyer.
Buzz.
And I went, oh my fucking God. And
Buzz Sawyer.
was one of those. Have you ever heard of him?
Oh, yeah. I know Buzz.
Did
Buzz.
Did you know Buzz?
Yeah.
I was hoping you both knew him so that you could.
I never met him, but I've known a few people who trained under him.
Anybody? Oh yes, he did a training thing. Anybody?
Fucking lunatic.
Everybody I've ever met who knew Buzz Sawyer almost unilaterally said the same thing. God, the guy died when he was like fucking 26 because he came to Japan bragging about fucking dealing cocaine and having fucking pit bulls he'd trained to kill people if they came to his house, and fucked around with shit. And I'm like, I've never met a guy who I was so genuinely afraid of the minute I met him. And Buzz Sawyer was one of those guys.
Buzz Sawyer was not like, so everybody who gets into a wrestling ring is a little bit off, right? That's not even trying to be funny. You can't be a well-adjusted, well-rounded human being and go in there and do what the fuck we would do.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's a lie. You're basing your life on a lie. You know,
Buzz had a soul so black that his eyes were black.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Very, very bad person.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like Matt Bourne and him, right? They was cronies. They used to pal around and whatnot. But even that piece of fucking shit, Matt Bourne, would say Buzz Sawyer just cannot be trusted.
Ironic that you
That's
bring
saying
up,
something.
and ironic you bring up Matt Bourne because fucking Matt's been dead for 20 years.
Yeah.
God,
Has it
damn,
been that long?
he's another guy that I met that he didn't scare me personally, but I knew he was trouble from a million miles away. I mean, you can see
Matt
it.
Bourne showed a remarkable amount of patience and mercy with me. When I was very, very young, I worked out at the same 24-hour fitness as him, and I was just very disrespectful to him. I didn't like him. I didn't like the kind of things DeMarco would have said about him. I didn't like what I would observe and what I would hear from him. But the fact of the matter is, Matt Bourne was a shooter.
Yeah, he was tough. He was a
could-
tough motherfucker.
My ass anytime, and he chose not to. So maybe I shouldn't talk as much shit. And I know the heat that I had with him. I started all of it. But
Wow.
Buzz Sawyer, he's garbage. A horrible. I mean, for Christ's sakes, a kid died in his wrestling school, and he made a paint outline of where the kid's body was and left it there.
No shit. That doesn't surprise me
Jeez.
though. That doesn't shock me at all, man. That's not
Yeah. Oof.
So
Yeah,
I decided to Google when he died. Professional wrestler Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer died on February 7th, 1992 in
yeah,
Sacramento, California at the age of 32
my God.
from heart failure caused by drug overdose. That's such a trip because, like,
Shocker.
remember Bill Monroe? I mean, I thought the guy was still alive when we met Bill at Pro IM. And I just thought, and then there was this other guy, Jason, that we started training over there, and he trained under Buzz. But I mean, I just got this weird. I didn't know he died that early on.
Yeah.
And then Undertaker now talks about when he was first trying to get in the business,
Yeah.
he trained under Buzz in a different state, and one day Buzz just was gone. His house was gone. It's cleaned out. Just took all the money of the students but left the dogs. And Undertaker ended up taking his dogs and going, and making
So you'd
they're
heard
his
about the
now.
dogs. You'd heard about the pit bulls, man. That's weird. Because I remember him bragging in the Japanese dressing room about having these pit bulls. This would have been 86, 87 when I
Wow.
met Buzz the first time. So he only lived another 4 years beyond that.
Damn.
And the thing
Wow.
about Buzz too is, he did sell drugs, but most of the drugs that he would sell in territories he wasn't from were fake, and he had 2 guns on him all the time.
Well,
He
no
was-
wonder. Well, of course,
Shoot.
you do that shit, you better have 2 guns on you all the time.
Yeah.
There's fucking people that
Wow.
expect to get high off their drugs, and you fucking do that to them. That word gets out fast, and that puts you on the run in a big way.
What do
I
you
remember
mean
his
by fake?
brother. His brother made it to Japan too. Brett. I don't know if Brett's still alive or not. I would doubt it. But Brett made it to Japan as well. Did any of you ever meet Brett?
Yeah, I thought Brett was cool.
Brett was okay. Brett was certainly
Never met him.
Brett certainly wasn't scary like Buzz was in any way, shape, or fucking form.
Did he wait in Japan? Was he using Sawyer? Because in the States he wouldn't do it.
Was he what? Yeah, he was as Brett Sawyer.
Yeah, in the States he wasn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
he was Brett.
I think he used Buzz's name just to get those Japan paydays, but came back and tried to cut his own teeth.
You know what? That
Oh,
makes complete fucking sense. Because to me, he no more looked like Buzz Sawyer than fucking Flight of the. It's funny.
He looked about as much as Buzz's brother as Owen looked like Brett.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. They look way fucking different. Like you don't think they were related.
Owen, or did Brett have a different mom? Because the rest of the brothers all look like each other, except Brett.
No, they're all the same mom.
Wow. I
It was
just
a-
met Brett.
Yeah,
I just
it's
met
the
Brett
dad,
on one tour.
Dad.
That's fucking weird, man. Because I only met Brett on one tour, and I think he was on the same tour with Manny Fernandez at the time, and a couple other
Wow.
dudes.
There's a psycho right there.
I haven't. Is Manny still alive? I'd be surprised if he's
I
still
hope
alive.
not. That piece of shit. Fuck you.
He is.
Man,
He's still
if you're
alive.
Is he really
yourself.
I trained under him for a couple months.
under Manny?
Yeah, for a couple months. Yeah, fucking psycho.
Fuck the raging rapist. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know anything about him. I just know he came to Japan a couple of times while I was in the dojo, and
Yeah.
The milkman's. What?
yeah.
When I trained at APW, Mike Modest was my trainer in the for a while. Then Mike took off for a while, and then he brought Manny in for about 3 months, couple months, and yeah, we know how that went out. We know how that turned out, huh, Rob?
Well, let's hear him. I'm fucking.
Well, Rob was there. I wasn't there at that time, but Rob was there.
Manny decided he was going to rape an underage rat in his room, and me and God, Modest. I'm obviously Modest. I think Ruben was there, or was that the second time with the other Manny? Was Ruben and Lou? God, I'm a little drunk right now, so I'm drawing a blank. But basically, it was in the room next door. We went to my room after the show just to smoke up, and Manny said he had some. Fernandez said he had some chick coming over. And all we heard was a girl screaming for help, shit getting broken. And we go over there to fucking get him to open the fucking door, and he's not opening it. And finally, Modest just kicks that fucking door into toothpicks. It exploded off the fucking hinges.
Wow.
And
that's not easy to do. Fucking hotel doors are fucking like fire rated for 4.5
fucking
hours.
sturdy, dude.
If you knew Mike Modest, though, you would know that he was a steroid with legs. So he was running on, I'm going to kill this guy. So he exploded.
Never heard that one before. I have to remember that.
And there was Manny. He froze. This girl's half of her clothes were physically ripped off as she ran out the door. And everybody took turns beating the fuck out of Manny until the cops showed up. And then he did that's what he did his prison stint for.
Oh, no shit.
Rape that minor.
I didn't know anything about that, man.
Wow.
I only met Manny. He was there on a tour with Doc and a couple other guys. I think Killer Tim Brooks might have been on that show.
Oh, okay.
A few other guys, but yeah, Manny was.
The Milkmans. Sorry, God damn it, Lee. I get it. Brett was the Milkmans. I'm with you, dude. I was like, I thought we were talking about Brett Sawyer. I was like, what's he mean? What's that? What's that about?
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
Lee.
I got it now. Kill grenade.
That's right. Sorry, Lee. That was actually a good joke, and we all fucked it up.
Yeah, it was a good joke. We all missed it.
What the fuck? No.
I even went so far as to on camera looking at it and going, what? What?
Yeah.
That's the part of the business. We were talking when you were talking about that, and I think like for me being a kid, I grew up in the Mormon church, and in I called it the heart of the Zion curtain, behind the Zion curtain, and I only lived 10 miles from Brigham Young University. I grew up there, and there were no blacks in our community. There were no Mexicans at the time. There were, it was as white of America as you could possibly grow up in, you know. And I always knew, I thought I was going to Hollywood, actually, when I graduated from school. And this guy that gave me the advice to move to Los Angeles because I wanted to replicate my movie career from when I was 16. That's what drove the voice in my head, that drove my heels after I was in this movie when I was a kid. And so I went there, and the last words he said to me is, "You need to go to LA because you never know what you'll find when you get to LA." And I had swore to God I would never be a professional wrestler. In fact, in my Iowa State newspaper, when they interviewed me after I became an All-American and broke an NCAA record for pins, and you know, it was just one of those moments where they interviewed me and asked me what I was going to do after I got out of school. The first thing they asked me if I was going to be a wrestler, because Chris Taylor was a professional wrestler too. And I said, fuck no, I'm never doing that shit. That shit's all fake. And I moved to LA, and within a month of being in LA, I was introduced to professional wrestling. And, you know, it's one of those things that after being an amateur wrestler for, you know, my whole life prior to that. Oh, let's drink. Yes. Pros.
Oh, we do another drink?
Fucking A.
So
look at my glass here. May I see that?
I was
nice. Are you from Wisconsin?
I was just checking
No, I'm not, but
in it.
my sister got this for me.
Cheesehead.
Yeah, it's a cheesehead shot glass.
Yeah. So after being, you know, when you get exposed to professional wrestling, especially after being in amateur wrestling, I've said this before, and I wonder if how many of the other guys that are, you know, the shooters that are in the business, like, I've never asked the Steiner brothers this, because I actually wrestled against Rob in college. He wrestled at Michigan, and Scott did too. Scott was a 185 pounder, and Rob was a heavyweight, and so I knew both of them.
Yeah, really?
Huh?
Rob was bigger than Scott?
Oh, fuck. Rob,
wow.
Yeah, Rob probably weighed, because Scott hadn't found the gas yet.
Oh, right. Okay.
And besides that, you know, he had to cut weight to make 185 pounds. So, you know, here you had a whole different mentality. But I always wanted to know, and guys like, you know, all the guys who are converted amateur wrestlers, I always wanted to ask them if they felt the same way I did, is when I found out that wrestling was a work, and you know, I'll never use the word fake, because anybody who's
it's a work. I didn't know that, but go
ahead. Thank you. Yeah, kayfabe's not fucking dead. Just go watch.
Keep it alive.
Look, Chris. Go watch fucking an episode of Unreal, and then come back on the show, will you? So anyway, you know, when I found out the fucking business was a work, that's what fucking I went, oh my God, I can embrace this so big, because I couldn't wait to develop that character, right? And be the Max Payne that I always wanted to be. I could not wait for that fucking moment in my life. And I always wondered how many of the other guys that were amateur wrestlers were so, because amateur wrestling's a motherfucker. And anybody who does it knows it is. I don't care what anybody fucking says. I've done every sport, and there's nothing that compares to amateur wrestling in terms of just being the toughest fucking bullshit you've ever done in your life.
And I think it's the conditioning, though, right? The conditioning is just out of
people don't even realize. Just try and stand and push against somebody as hard as you can for 30 seconds and see what it feels like. Just stand and push against them, you know? And then, then, you know, because in the end, the truth of the matter is that all wars, after all the bullets are shot, after all the fucking tanks have died, and there's two men standing on a battlefield, and they don't have a knife and they don't have a gun, how's each other going to wrestle? How's each other going to end each other's lives? Well, there's only one way.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to fucking wrestle until one dies, and the other one kills the other one, right? And so I always believed that. So, man, when I got done with amateur wrestling, I was like, in fact, I remember I threw my I threw my shoes in the garbage can at Iowa State, and my partner at the time walked by me. He took third that year. He walked by me, took my shoes out of the garbage can. He fucking dropped them in my lap, and he said, "Motherfucker, don't throw your shoes away. You ain't done yet." And I went, "God damn it, Dave." So I didn't, and I ended up giving them to one of my kids in the end. But I was so happy to be out of because amateur wrestling, all of the part of amateur wrestling that's a fucker, you know? So I always felt that way. It was so great to finally be out of that mentality. And that's the part that's so, but you have to, you got to relieve yourself of that. It's, you know, like I said, you got to live the lie. Don't you all agree with that? That's the hard part. You got to embrace that. That's why you're kind of fucked up.
What's professional wrestling? It's professional lying.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what we do all the time. I hate you, Doug. I'm gonna kill you, Max. I dislike you, Chris. That one's true, but the rest are not.
Especially because he just got off. Where the fuck did he go?
I don't fucking know.
Rob, you are the worst human being that I've ever known in my entire life, and I'm gonna put your head in the canister, and I'm gonna goddamn break out the can opener.
Oh,
are you gonna throw me off a bleacher or something?
Absolutely.
Back to the bleacher. Enough about the bleacher.
Never, ever will it be enough.
No,
because it could have been the end of this old man. That could have been it. Rob Vila would have been a crippled, dead old man at the bottom of bleachers if it went just a fucking cunt hair off. That would have been it.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, we've all been in those, though. That's one thing about the wrestling fucking business. We all know that one right there, brother. I've been in several of those too. You know, those moments where you get out of the fucking ring and you look at your partner and the guy that you just got out of the ring with, and you both go, "Oh wow. My fucking God, how did we fucking avoid that one?" You know, that was a fucking head-on crash that somehow.
But I did get my receipt back on Doug that very same night when I threw him through a table. So
that's a pretty big receipt.
Okay about it.
Because he was the same way as that receipt. Was that pretty heavy receipt you got that night?
Oh, it was fun. I had fun.
How long did you wrestle, Doug?
A few years. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of matches under my belt before I got out of it, and I got out of it for financial reasons.
Well, that's easy to do because when you fucking first doing it, you're starving to fucking death.
Well, yeah, I had a day job. I delivered appliances, washers, dryers, refrigerators, and shit like that, and TVs, the big ass heavy TVs back in the day, picture tube, you know.
Yeah. And then televisions, which nobody today even has a fucking clue what that means. But if you fucking lived through a cathode ray television era, you haven't got a fucking clue about how much televisions weighed back.
Oh yeah. Of
course, they always want those motherfuckers brought up to the very tippy toppy floor.
Yeah, right. 4 fucking flights, and they don't have an elevator.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, I had I also had a ready-made family at the time. My ex-wife, who back then was my live-in girlfriend / fiance, and this was before my own daughter was even born, and so I had two teenage stepsons because my ex-wife was 6 years older than me, and she got started early in life. But anyway, you know, so all the financial was on me. You know, I was the only one with a job. And then when at the end of that same match, the thing I remember, I don't remember the table as much. Like Rob has to jog my memory about it. What I remember is at the end of
pause. I have to jog his memory, Max, because I put him through that fucking table, dude. Continue, please.
If you say so, Rob. No, but anyway, at the end, I short arm clotheslined this guy, and he ran right through my fucking arm. And that's
you're
I
back.
I think I told you that story
back.
before.
Yeah, keep going, Doug. Sorry.
I think I told you that story before about when it got dislocated, and it was 4 inches down and 2 inches back toward the shoulder blade.
I've seen that dislocation, and that is one fucking hideous fucking look on a human being.
Yeah,
People don't have a clue what a dislocation looks like.
Yeah, this was me at the beginning of that, walking out to that match. I just happen to have these pictures here.
Oh my!
Because I found them and that's me after the dislocation.
So surely you went to the hospital to be relocated.
Yeah, my ex drove me, and every little
and
bump on the road.
They put you out, right?
No, they didn't put me out. But every little bump on the road just sent shockwaves of pain, and then they had to do the X-rays and position me. No, that they got on the doctor and orderly and a nurse put me in a front face lock and did a thing, and then click, they put it back in place, and then all the pain went away like that. This pain. Anyway, that's when I decided, because
you were nerve clustered, right? When it went out, it landed on the nerves.
But that's what's scary about that. The reason I ask you that they didn't put you out, because the biggest danger of resetting that fucking shoulder like that is trapping the nerve in the joint and killing your arm. I don't know if you know this, but one of the biggest fucking dangers of a dislocated shoulder like that is if they don't put you out and x-ray and watch what they're doing, when they put that shoulder back in, if that fucking your nerve gets trapped in the joint as they fucking, I think it's called subluxing it or whatever they do, and that joint goes back in, they can kill your fucking arm, literally.
Shit.
So when they were putting my arm back in, and we asked them if they were going to put me out, they said no, because people a lot more times than not die when they're under anesthesia being reset. That's why they don't do it anymore.
No shit. Yeah. Wow. Every shoulder separation I've ever been around, they put them, or dislocation, they put them out, because like Barbarian, the guy that wrestled is Devon.
God damn it, Max. I got to pause you for a second. Chris, did you go off camera so you can go put on a fucking David Bowie t-shirt?
I've been wearing this t-shirt the whole entire time, dumbass.
Have you really? All right.
Yeah.
What era Bowie is that? Is that Aladdin Sane, Ziggy Stardust?
Dude, this is fucking Karate Kid, fucking Cobra Kai. Sweep the fucking leg.
Oh,
damn. That's right.
Looks like David Bowie.
For sure it was. I saw my baby.
Dude, I'd rock a David Bowie shirt all day long, dude.
Yeah, for sure. I'd do him in the Labyrinth gimmick, though. That would be a sick shirt. Maybe we should do a David Bowie Labyrinth shirt, but we should do it with Smiley's face.
There you go. Chris, I thought you just pulled a fucking typical Chris and just, just.
No, that's what he did.
The vanishing Chris Casanova.
That's my gimmick, brother.
Oh, good God, are you kidding? Of course it is. We all know that, brother.
Hate that gimmick.
You love the gimmick.
How can you fucking hate that gimmick, brother? You guys have been friends forever.
Hey, you know what? I might love Doug Damien to death, but the fact that he still has all of his hair, I hate him for it.
and there's a reason why I don't have any hair, because I'm friends with Rob.
You lost your hair before I did, you cunt.
You don't like me either, because even though I wear fucking a hat all the time, I still got all mine too, brother.
Shit, you. Both you guys can go fuck yourselves. Here, you know what? Let's put you two sweethearts next to each other.
There's no.
Let's not get a fucking room already. Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
God,
Man,
they could make out and let their hair down together. What a mess.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
have
God.
like broke
you know
back
it's
mountain
funny.
sex with each other.
I just shaved my head about a year ago, and when I did, everybody around me went, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, you know, it'll grow back, but you go through those eras in your life where you just go, fuck it. And I just would go. I went out. In fact, I still have it. It's like 2 feet away. I'm gonna.
Oh my God. All this time, I thought you just had it in a ponytail.
No, no. I shaved my head fucking
Oh,
a
shit.
year ago. Yeah, I've got the. I still have the fun. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna make this hat. I've got a hat, and I'm gonna take
Call
the
him.
ponytail and fucking glue it onto the back of my hat, so it looks like it have my ponytail back whenever I want it.
Well, I'll
Oh
tell
my
you
God.
what, gentlemen, this hair regrowth laser light cap that I got, it's fucking working.
Good.
Really?
Actually fucking working. It's just, I mean, now I went ahead and just shaved it again just to start over. But now that I have nothing and I put the hat on, I can absolutely feel the light now, when before I still had some hair and I could feel the warmth. But now that I shaved it, I mean, all of this didn't used to have black spots when it was growing back, and now it does.
Put the fucking hat
You
on.
know,
Nice.
what's amazing is you would think with the you would think with the fucking medical fucking breakthroughs of the world, right? That the
Yeah.
one thing that all fucking men desire that they would have figured out by now
Your dick. Or
is
wait,
how to
what?
fucking eliminate fucking male pattern baldness.
Oh yeah,
It's one of
that.
You know what I mean? It's just like, it always blows my mind that out of the one thing that they can't just fucking go, okay, we genetically, because can you imagine the dollars available to the motherfucker that figures that one out?
Yeah,
Oh,
for
my-
sure. Doug, why did you scream out a bigger dick? Is there something we need to know?
No,
What?
I'm fine.
Doug
A
screamed
bigger
out.
dick?
he wants a
Oh,
bigger
I'll
dick.
fucking. Oh, I'll confess to that one. Shit, man, I'm hung like a hamster. I'll take the bigger dick any day too. By God, I'll take the fucking genetic fucking. Please put me in line for that. I always thought that was the biggest fucking rib in the world. How can you make me 6'6" and give me the dick of a hamster, you fucker?
Are you 6'6"?
I was in my prime. Now when you fucking
Oh.
you get old and you start fucking when you fall down for a living for goddamn 25 fucking years, you start fucking your back fucking all your
That's what they
ligatures.
used to call pro wrestling creative falling.
Yeah,
Creative falling? Jeez.
Yeah, no, I when in my prime, I think I was like truly I was like 6'5.5". I don't think I was actually 6 with my boots on. Let's put it that way. I was
Uh-huh.
6'6".
Well,
Well,
don't
is it?
they always make your weight more though, right? Your height, right?
What's that?
The wrestling business, they always like lie about the height and weight, right? That's always
Always.
the
I
way.
mean, they always talked about Hogan like he was 7 feet tall, and I was 2 inches taller than Hogan when I met Hogan a bunch of times, and I was always taller than Hogan. And Andre,
Really?
yeah, Andre wasn't. He wasn't. I don't think Andre was over 7 feet, but Andre was still a giant. Let's not shit nobody. But I don't think Andre was like. I think they advertised Andre as 7'6" and
7'2".
he wasn't. Huh?
7'2".
7'2". Yeah, I don't think he was. He might. In his prime again. As you start. When he's that big, that gravity and compression. When you're a big motherfucker, inevitably it's gonna take you down. There's no way around it.
Damn.
Well, what's Hogan always say? If I had considered gravity in the beginning of my career, I would have made my finisher a sleeper.
No
Right.
shit. Yeah. It's funny. That's why I actually chose the painkiller. That's why I used my finish, is because I thought I don't want to do some crazy big ass fucking bump, because everybody did that. You know what I mean? And a fucking submission hold, because I just come from Japan and been taught all the submission wrestling shit, and I thought, fuck that.
Max,
not-
what you did when you did the fireman's carry and then the front roll. What was the name of that?
The what?
You would get the fireman's carry and then you would do the front roll.
I never did that. I never did that move.
Oh, was that not you? Oh,
No,
shit.
no.
Well,
I know
that-
what you're talking about, but
in my story. Fuck.
sorry, brother.
Damn it, Rob. Fuck.
Sorry, brother. That I just wasn't one of those guys.
Well, you know what? Fuck you guys. Doug, do you remember in Cameron Park when I scooped you up in the fireman's roll that I went to do that front roll and I did it wrong and spiked my head and knocked myself out?
That's exactly why
You
I
got
didn't
me in
do
a
that.
fireman's carry?
Yeah, scooped you up in the backyard.
That's fucking impressive, dude.
Ugh.
Do me.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
I'm kind of... when we did the backyard shit, when we didn't know a damn thing. Back when we literally
Oh.
thought matches were scripted move by move, and we were writing on like legal pads, Doug, do this move. Rob, this move. Doug, this move.
Yeah.
Like lines in a fucking movie script, only
like
it was
we were
moved.
Macho Man.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that is that what you're referring to, Rob? Is Macho Man actually came to Steamboat at WrestleMania 3 with the entire script? And
Oh, he
fucking-
faxed it over to Steamboat like 2 weeks before.
yeah,
and
oh, absolutely.
We were on the road. He was grilling him.
And he was testing him the whole time.
After Boom Boom. Well, we're going to do Boom Boom. Yeah, dig it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do Boom Boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. That fucking match still goes down to one of the top matches of all time. That's
Oh,
so
it's
fucking
great.
wild.
Because you know why? That's what I love about wrestling. Because Savage left the fucking building with as much heat as he did when he walked in, and that's the true sign of a great fucking heel. He didn't lose 1 ounce of steam after that fucking match, and that's why, to me, the match is magnificent. There's no doubt about it. But to me, the moment that makes me want to watch it every time is he walks out and he doesn't lose. He doesn't lose anything.
Right. Well, Randy established I was the main eventer after that. He was probably more over than Ricky Steamboat was after that match.
Oh, Randy was.
Yeah, Tango. What's up, my dear?
Woo!
Party over here.
Okay, are you ready? Are y'all ready for me?
Oh, dude, are you ready for me? I've been drinking for the last 2 fucking hours.
Woo! Yeah, you guys been on for a minute.
All right, Screaming. Thanks for the update. Saying Andre was like 6'9". Now, see, I always thought Hogan was like 6'9". Max, is that wrong?
Yeah, he's not. No way. Taker's much fucking taller than Hogan.
Wow.
I guarantee you. I stood next to Hogan, and then you know what it is, brother? You know what did it? What fucking made you feel that way was when Hogan debuted in the biggest. I mean, when Hogan changed the business was what? What fucking changed modern wrestling forever? There's one event that did it, and it's still to this day the biggest event in professional wrestling history. No doubt about it.
WrestleMania 3.
Nope.
Yes.
No.
When he did Rocky 3.
Rocky 3 and Thunderlips, baby.
Yeah.
When he was Thunderlips and fucking and Stallone legitimized fucking wrestling, that was the fucking birth of modern wrestling, man. There's no doubt about it, because when he was Thunderlips and then Vince fucking saw him, and that's when Vince grabbed him and took him to New York after his dad had fired him, because Vince Sr. fired him because he said, "You're not going to do that fucking movie." And Terry said, "Bullshit, I'm going to do this fucking movie." And Vince Sr. said, "You'll never work in the business again." And Hogan said, "Fair enough, I'm going to be in this fucking movie." And it was
Because at that point he had done what he had done.
right.
He was ready for the next chapter.
No
and then
shit.
Anya said, "Yes, you will fucking work. Get your movie star ass over here." And
Right.
then Vince Jr. got him.
Yeah,
From God.
because Vince Jr. called him and fucking, hey, he made him an offer he couldn't fucking refuse. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, forget about it.
So I wasn't
Yeah.
sorry, Rob. I wasn't trying to criticize you. To me, WrestleMania 1 was great, 2 was great, but to me, WrestleMania 3 concreted WrestleMania as the fucking true biggest event in the world.
Put him on the map, I think.
I don't know what you were putting me down about, Max, but
no, I wasn't putting you down. I was just saying the biggest that, and the reason I was telling you that is because remember in fucking Rocky 3 when they meet in the middle of the ring, they had Hogan standing on a box and Stallone fucking nose hits him like right in just above his belly button. Because fucking to make Thunder Lips look like the fucking giant that he was, you know. I mean, and Stallone's small anyway, so fucking Hogan at that time already weighed 310 pounds, 320 pounds. So it was only an obvious, you know, it was an obvious mismatch. But it was that's the moment I remember so much about Rocky 3 is when fucking Stallone is standing in fucking face to face with Hogan and its nose is just above his belly button.
Yeah. Hey, Max, you're getting a little bit of love here from Screaming Baboon. Talking about watching you and Rip was a great fucking show, man. The Pain Lair seems
Thank you. God bless you. Hey, and we're just getting started, man. We're going to be fucking having a blast. And who knows what kind of guests we might have on the Pain Lair.
And you know, somebody else who's getting some really good fucking traction around here, she just decided to come hang out with us Mutton Chops for a little bit.
Great
Tango
show.
is doing a great goddamn job over here.
Tango, I don't think I've ever officially met you, have I?
Nope.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm Max, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I've seen you.
Thank you.
Oh, I see you seeing me. You.
I need to check into your show. Hey, you know what? Watch what I'm going to do here. Tell us about your show because I don't know about it. I mean,
actually, Max, before you do that, I love
what
you
don't know about it, Max. Come on.
I know about it. I haven't seen it yet. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I love what you're trying to do, but let's get started with this right here.
Uh-oh. Check out I'm Just Saying with Tango, where conversations are real and uncensored. No scripts, no filters, just real talk with whoever walks in. And yeah, sometimes they regret it. 1 minute it's deep, the next it's, did he really just say that? Nothing's off limits. Nothing's safe. Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Subscribe to not miss a thing.
Goddamn right.
Nice. Well, I will tell you right.
Thank you.
I will tell you right now, Tango. Anytime you need if you ever need a guest or you're ever in a fucking situation where you got somebody doesn't show up, everybody kind of knows I'm a guy that's such a fucking media whore. I'll gladly be a guest.
God damn it, Max.
Okay, Max.
Tango, can I redo this real quick? I hated what he just said to you.
Why?
Pretend I'm Max. Hey, Tango, I love what you're doing here, and Rob's real happy with your performance. And if you would ever like a gentleman who was featured on the World Wrestling Federation and World Championship Wrestling, I would be happy to step in anytime you might like me.
See, but I can't. You know what, though?
Now I'm warm.
That's right.
The thing is, though, now hold on a second here, Rob. And I mean this from the bottom of my fucking heart. You know what's the thing is about this is, honestly, I don't know why, but I'm one of those guys that I can't stand to fucking listen to people that talk like that, especially when I have great people that I'm surrounded with that talk like that for me. It sounds so much better coming from you than me going, hey, I used to be a fucking WWF superstar and I was in a WCW. I mean it so from the bottom of my heart, man. I mean it. Thank you for you doing that for me. And I
agree, Max.
A little bit.
Pardon me?
I said I would like to mix this up a little bit.
Please.
I have a question for you. I'm going to say I'm naive. I have a question. 2 things. One is I've heard that wrestling isn't real unless it's in the Olympics. Is true or false?
True.
Oh.
But here's
I say false.
Hold on. Here's the
Go, Chris. Go, Chris.
Piece of shit.
Well, I have a reason why, but go ahead.
I want to hear it.
So let me just respond to Screaming Baboon about Max's that Chicago street fight that Foley had with the Nasty Boys was the shit. All right, thank you. God bless you.
Your boy
man.
Brian Knobs. No.
That means a
He
shitload to me.
He follows with was the best hardcore street fight I ever saw. That
Wow.
Max will live forever.
I watched it a couple nights ago.
Me too.
So you know what? This is a great segue into Tango's question.
Thank you.
So if you watch that street fight, when we left that match, so here's the term, one of the best terms.
I'm
Oh,
waiting.
Are we doing a
Can I
toast?
get
I
the
would
cliff
get-
notes? Can I get the cliff notes?
Yes, you can, really quick.
Email me the rest of the story. This is taking too long.
Bullet points, please.
No, here's the deal. The word is not.
I've had boyfriends for a shorter amount of time than this.
People used to ask if it was fake, and the better word is fixed, not fake, because
Predetermined.
I never got in the ring that I didn't leave and I was in pain. And so if you get your ass kicked when you get in the ring every night, when somebody says, "Hey, is that shit real? Is that shit fake?" It really fucking tears on your soul, because you know the fucking sacrifice and the price you're paying every night to be a wrestler. And
Yeah.
And
that's
the easiest
hard.
answer to a fan with that question is, I'll tell you what, I'll take you to the ring. I will give you one single body slam. I won't even do it hard. I'll put you down nice and gentle, and then you tell me how fucking fake it is.
My back at this point won't even make it. So
Well,
you
not
win.
You,
You
I
win.
would do something much more than a body slam. Come on.
I mean, I'd love to get body slammed.
We
Maybe
can get
against
more
the wall would be better for me. The floor, not so much.
You know,
I'd say this. I'd say this guy. I
Who
say
doesn't like
this.
a little
It's,
vampire sex? What? Oh, did that just come out?
whoa,
hold
damn.
on.
I'm
Hold
sorry.
on.
I
Mother,
just watched that
Mother.
movie.
I hate when I talk out of place.
there was no out of place in that.
All right, let's all have a fucking some refreshments.
Woo!
That threw a curveball at me, to be honest. All right. That was a curveball. Okay.
To quote
Yeah.
a German, Prost.
Yeah, curveball. is
So let
apparently
me
my
let me
middle
just
name.
let me just
Curveballs
say
are
one other
great.
thing, Tango, real quick.
Yeah.
You just brought up about the Olympic wrestling versus professional wrestling.
Right.
And we actually just talked about that. And what I said about that is it was so relieving to be in professional wrestling when I found out it was fixed, because amateur wrestling is absolutely real. Every part about it is absolutely real. It is what I said about it then was, in war, in the definition of humankind, when men face each other on a battlefield after all the tanks are destroyed, all the guns are shot, all the knives have been dropped, they face each other on a battlefield, and what are they going to do to decide who the winner is? They're going to wrestle until one's dead. And that's exactly what wrestling is. It's two men, shoulder to shoulder, fucking face to face, seeing which is the better guy and which one's going to win in the end.
I'm
And
getting Excalibur vibes.
It's exactly what it is, except with your hands, and it's man against man at the basic level.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Max,
I'm good with my
that's
hands, but
that's war
Yeah.
that we're talking about, Max. She asked if collegiate wrestling compared to pro wrestling. So let's point out some of
I have an answer for that, guys.
No,
But
she
I mean,
said
come
no.
on, Chris, come
No,
on.
she
with it.
said it.
no.
He said
Here's
it's real.
Chime in,
here's the-
chime in.
No, it's all. It's so. I say this: pro wrestling. The only difference is that pro wrestling is predetermined. Other than that, it's all real across the board.
Absolutely.
Because and why I say professional wrestling, because you put yourself, in someone's hands, and you guys are bumping around in a small, maybe half an inch, maybe an inch or two mattress with planks and steel rods around. So you're taking those hard bumps. So yes, I'd say predetermined, but other than that, it's all real.
Yep, that's very true.
Done.
I never left the ring. I wasn't in pain.
Exactly.
I also
gonna
want
say
to
something.
point out.
What?
So I just want to point out a crucial difference too with amateur wrestling and the pros. So amateur wrestling have very strict fucking safety rules in play. You can't scoop somebody up in amateur wrestling and body slam them. You got to be on a knee first. You can't take somebody who's trying to shoot high and give them a backdrop, right? You can't do that kind of high impact shit that we would all do. And then finally, my point is with your amateur collegiate wrestling, they're looking at maybe having themselves a match where, yeah, it's a real athletic contest. Absolutely. But once a month, once every 2 months, unless they're in states, when wrestlers are doing it 2, 3, 4 times a fucking week with double.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah. Well, when I was an amateur wrestler, though, when I was an amateur wrestler, I wrestled like in football. I wrestled in season, and so the season I had in the course of a season of 5 months, I had 50 to 55 matches in the course of 5 months, and then you're off for the rest of the year till the next season comes around. Too, it's just like football or basketball or baseball. It's seasonal. It starts in, it's
like you're a teacher in school.
It takes the place of basketball.
There you go.
The guys that can't play basketball, the guys that can't play basketball wrestle.
Okay, I'm gonna make a point, you guys, and you're all probably maybe hate me, but when I was really young, when I was younger, I was into Glow in the 80s.
Hell yeah!
Why would we
wasn't
for that? Fuck, we were into it too. We were all going, wow, this is fucking amazing.
Hell yeah, Tia Ferrara and Lightning Cheryl Russa and
Hollywood Vine.
Fuck yeah!
They were young, but they were hot.
And the guy that broke me in the business, his name was Red Bastine. His girlfriend was actually her and Mondo Guerrera trained all of the women of Glow. So yeah, I had a personal connection to Glow because of Red, because his wife, I don't think it was his wife, his girlfriend was such an integral part of Glow, and Mondo was too. And Mondo Guerrera also trained me a lot as well.
Mondo Guerrero, Chain of the Glow Girls. That always shocked me when I first learned about that. Because Mondo Guerrero wasn't no fucking joke. And I know he wasn't taking it easy on those girls.
Oh, fuck no. Mondo didn't. Mondo, man. He's the one that taught me about, he first of all, he kind of had a big man or a little man's complex when it came to me. I ended up winning him over. I loved Mondo because he saw how willing I was, you know what I mean, to fucking do what he said. And so it was fucking great to train with him because once I won him over, he was fucking brilliant, man. He would show me shit. And then he would show off, like, do a standing flip and look at me like, and I'd look at him and go, yeah, right. You think I'm going to fucking do that, Mondo? Are you out of your fucking mind, dude?
So would you ever go to like a high school or a college and be like, you know what? You have what it takes. I'm going to represent you. Have you ever had that in you?
What do you mean as a pro wrestler?
Yeah, like, you know what? I see it in you. I think you're a champ.
I had that happen to me.
Okay.
I had that happen to me. That's how I got in the wrestling business. That's the funny part is that's exactly how I got in the wrestling business.
Okay.
So I would say no.
I rest my case.
You get your regular, everyday, typical, actual high school, college mat wrestler, and you put them in a wrestling ring and you put them through 1 day of training, most of the time they're not coming back because they weren't ready for the level of brutality and athleticism that actually goes into just a basic wrestling course. Just to
well, yeah. You're letting yourself get beat up by somebody. That's what it comes down to.
I can't tell you how many guys I had at wrestling school, and I can't tell you how many guys I said, okay, I'm going to show you how to hit the ropes. And I got it. The first thing that you got to teach somebody is how to hit the ropes right. I said, I'm going to show you how to hit the ropes right. And I can't tell you how many guys in my school I got in the fucking ring, ran the ropes as hard as I fucking could, showed them how to do it right. They fucking hit the ropes, dropped right down onto the fucking canvas, walked out the door and said, I'm never coming back. That fucking near killed me just running into the ropes.
Especially when they
Really?
hit
Yeah.
when they hit the rope wrong, and it
Yeah.
just pops right between those two ribs. Boop,
It
and
fucking separates your ribs, man.
ooh,
It separates your ribs if you don't do it right. If you weren't paying attention to what I was telling you, how to do it right. And even when we all know this, even when you fucking first do it, and even if you do it right, literally for the first month, you've got a bruise the size of a basketball underneath the fucking arm. Because your body has to get used to the scar, got to develop scar tissue to protect you from that. And if you don't,
that.
you know what I mean? So that was part of the deal. I'm going to excuse myself for just a couple of seconds here, folks.
Was that just me, or does that sound dirty?
It was not dirty.
Oh, it's good.
What sounds dirty?
By the way, I just want to comment sidebar that I'm not hearing Doug. What's up, Doug?
Hey, how you doing? I'm Doug.
How you doing?
So, just to clue you in about Doug, is he doesn't necessarily interject all the time, but when he does, it's one of those, bang, you didn't see that one coming.
I love it. I love that.
I agree.
So Rob, when
Yes,
you were
Doug.
talking about, like take any high school or college wrestler, put them in the ring one day, and then they'll probably bail out.
Yeah.
They're not ready for that athleticism. I suddenly flashed back to our first day at wrestling school at Pro IM, and we're taking turns with Paul DeMarco. I'm on the ring apron outside the ropes, and Rob's locking up. He's teaching us basic shit like how to take bumps and how to lock up and stuff like that. And Rob's locked up with Paul, and Paul's a legend. He's old timer legend, and championships. And anyway, and I hear something. I hear a strange thing. And now I've got to slow-mo this because I hear Rob say something, and then suddenly my brain interpreted it, and I heard Rob's actually say, as he's locked up with Paul, "Hey, this is all fake, right?" And then
Of
and
course
as soon
Rob would
as
say
I
that.
heard that, for now this is all slow-mo. In my head, I thought, I did not just hear my best friend just coming out of high school here. I did not just hear him ask Paul DeMarco, "This is all fake." And then all of a sudden, boom, and Rob is on the fucking mat. And I'm like, holy shit, he actually did say that. He actually asked that fucking question. I'm just looking at Rob on the mat. I'm like, dude, fuck it, what? I mean,
I guess there's your fucking answer.
Paul wasn't a guy, but Paul was like in amazing physical shape. And on his forearm, he had what we in the business call a bag of marbles. And that's a particular muscle that just protrudes, which gives you a lot more this way power.
Yep.
So he came in with that bag of marbles, grabbed the back, kicked my arms off, grabbed the back of my neck, and pulled me into one of those bad boys. Next thing I know, I have his assistant trainer, Oliver John, and the whole class standing around me, and all he's got smelling salts under my nose going, "Come on back to us, Robbie. Come on back, baby. You're okay. You could do this." And I opened my eye because the other eye was swelled shut. And Paul is on the other side of the ring, and he's fucking pacing like a tiger. And he goes, "Fuck out of my ring. Fuck out of my ring." So I rolled out of the ring, and I went and sat down, and he walks up to me. He goes, "Okay, bad day, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Be back here on Wednesday. And the first thing you do when you walk into the school is you stretch out, you get in that ring, and you call Paul into the ring, and you guys settle up. He's going to beat the shit out of you. But he's going to let it go after that. You just have to come back." So I come back. My eye is real bad, right, Doug? Horror movie, fucked up still.
Yeah.
And I stretch out and I climb in the ring and I said, "Paul, can I talk to you for a second?" And he goes, "Yeah, you fucking can." And he climbs in the ring. And I didn't know how to wrestle yet. I just knew that I had a very strong American Taekwondo background. So I took my fucking stance. He went in. I kicked him in the fucking stomach hard as fuck. Old man grabbed his gut, fell down, rolled onto his back, and said, "Yeah, kid, move out." And then he double legged me and beat on me for a minute, but then he let me go, and I was okay after that.
He took mercy on you, Rob. He took mercy.
He did have mercy on me because I had
Where
the
is Paul?
What?
Where is Paul now? Today?
Oh God, I think Paul's probably passed. He met some nice lady. He sold the school. He married her, and he went MIA, going poof.
So
Yeah, I mean, he was.
Sorry, go ahead, Doug.
My dad, if my dad were alive, he'd be 82, and he was older, and he was a good, significant older than my dad. I mean,
He's fast.
yeah.
You know there's also another answer to your question about amateur wrestlers being in pro wrestling. That pro wrestling always wanted to attract good amateur wrestlers because it legitimizes them. That, you know, at the time it was always so. When I got into the business,
Hey, Max, I'm going to excuse myself for 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right?
okay, brother, thank you.
Absolutely not.
Oh my gosh. I got called out.
questions.
Oh, hold
Listen
on.
here,
I'm
Big
gonna-
Daddy. Oh, he left
Oh,
me
yeah, there
high
you
and
go,
dry. Shocker.
So, but it's funny because when I got into the wrestling business, the reason that the guy, like I said earlier, is when the guy that I was recruited by found out I was a shooter. Oh, he couldn't fucking wait to break me into the wrestling business because a shooter is what the amateur, or is what pro wrestling calls a guy that's a legit amateur wrestler and can take care of himself, because that was a way to, you know, go, hey, fuck, man, we got guys that were collegiate wrestlers in the business. And one of my favorite stories, Rob, if I've told this, I won't tell it, but have I told you the story about
sorry.
Yeah.
What? I don't fucking know.
The story about so I started out doing what every guy that breaks into the wrestling business does, carrying robes back, building the ring.
Yep.
You know, you don't just fucking get in the ring. I got in a ring, but it was privately in a fucking building where nobody saw me wrestle. And all I did was keep my mouth shut and carry jackets and shit back. But my boss said to me, Red, he said, hey, make sure you always bring your gear with you, Max. And I'm like, why? He goes, just trust me. Whenever you go anywhere in the wrestling business,
Always.
one fucking law we have is you always take your fucking gear with you. And I said, okay. So one night after I got done, it was WWF, and they were wrestling on the West Coast. It was in Los Angeles. We were ring builders, and my boss come to me. His name was Red Basti. He comes to me and he goes, "Hey Max," he says, "Did you bring your gear?" And I said, "Well, fuck, Red. Of course I brought my gear." He goes, "Go put it on. I need you to do me a favor." I said, "Oh, what?" He goes, "Just go put it on." I said, "All right." So I go fucking put my gear on, and I come back out, and there's this big motherfucker. He said I was bigger than me. He was probably 6'9", probably 310 pounds, 320, steroid guy, obviously. And Red comes up to me, he goes, "Listen, this fucking prick here thinks he can fucking wrestle and wants to be a wrestler." He says, "Go in there, take him in that fucking ring." And he said, "Stretch the ever-loving fuck out of this guy." He said, "I want you to remember how hard you've worked to get to where you are right now, and the price you've already paid to be a professional wrestler, and the price you're willing to pay. So you get in that ring and you kick his ass." And I said, "Okay." So that night I got in the ring with this guy, and right when the guy tied up with me, the first thing the guy says to me is, "Please be gentle with me. I don't know anything about wrestling."
Oh,
And,
no.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh.
From that moment forward, when he got out of the fucking ring, he looked like I had drug him across the carpet in your living room for an hour.
Oh.
His fucking eyes, where all the skin was gone off
I'm
of
such
his
a big
eyes.
softie.
His forehead, huh?
I said, I'm such a big softie.
Yeah, but but that's the price. That's after that, it's funny because actually that was a crucial moment in my career because at that moment I could have gone to the WWF because actually the guy that wanted me to stretch him was a guy named Jay Strongbow, who was one of Vince's primary ring agents. Yeah, and Jay Strongbow looked right at Vince when this guy left. And with his manager, of course, because this guy thought that in order to get a job in the WWF, he needed a manager without knowing a fucking thing about the wrestling. And Jay Strongbow looked right at Red and said, I want this guy. I'm calling Vince right now. I want him in the WWF. And Red said, no, he's going to Japan. Let him go break in. Let him not be green. And it was the best thing I ever did, not going in the WWF right then. But that's the kind of moment that's what I'm saying. There's such the WWF. Kurt Angle's a classic example of that too. The Steiner brothers, they always highlight guys that were actually good amateur wrestlers because it gave the business and gives the business legitimacy, and they always crave that.
And if I may also, Max, another reason. Okay, so Tango, there's 3 levels of performers in pro wrestling. So you got the worker, right? The worker is John Cena. He's the guy who understands the psychology. He knows some moves. He's an entertainer. That's it. Then you've got the shooter. And those are the guys who know how to take you down to the mat. They understand muscles and nerve points and pressure points and more than just the fundamentals of actual combat style wrestling. Then you got the hookers, and the hookers are the guys who basically, if they want you hooked, you're hooked. No matter.
Stop talking about me.
Oh, stop.
Kind of a different hooker, Tango.
Let it go.
So they grab you up, and if they want you hooked, if they want you fucked up, you're fucked up. And pretty much 90% of the people in the wrestling business are workers. Then you've got shooters, you've got hookers, you got the guys who are in between. But you're at least at that in-between point when you're booked with somebody who may have a little bit of tension with the promoter. So if they walk up to you and ask you, are we working tonight or am I in trouble? That's when you know that you're considered up there in that hooker level. And I got that a lot. And that's, Max, let's be honest. That's a hell of a good fucking feeling, right? When you can look around the room and know.
Yeah, it can be, and it can also be a curse. Like I think I've told you that story that Killer Tim Brooks, he said, I was talking to him about going to the States and when I was in Japan, and he said, brother, he said, you're going to have a mountain to climb because everybody already knows you're a fucking amateur. So I was both. I was not only the guy who could amateur wrestler, but then I went to Japan and trained with one of the greatest hookers that ever lived in Fujiwara. So not only did I know amateur wrestling, now I know how to fucking do submission wrestling on top of that. And,
yes.
And so, yes, Tango.
Oh no, I was waiting my turn.
No, I'm done. I was just telling you that.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time you guys say hooker, I tingle. But
every time you say hooker, I tingle. So
also, sidebar, Rob, you're like a cross between Jungle Cruise and Indiana Jones, and that's working for me too.
Fuck yeah.
All right, moving along. Yeah, Max, continue.
No, that was really that like I said, for me, it kind of in the beginning, Tim told me, he says, you're going to have to really prove to the world that you're not going to hurt somebody in the ring, because the truth of the wrestling business is this. We all have to remember that when we get out of the ring every night, we all have to be able to work again tomorrow night and the next night and the next night. So the reason professional wrestling works is because it's a dance that convinces the world that it's real. Right. And the reason that it convinces the world that it's real is when I do something to you and it doesn't hurt you, but it looks like it killed you, you make it look like it killed you.
Yeah.
And that's what makes wrestling so amazing is, when somebody throws a punch at you and, if somebody throws a punch at you and you go like that, well, that doesn't mean anything. But somebody throws a punch at you and you go, bam, and all of a sudden, you make it look like it fucking knocked your brains out. That's what makes wrestling so much fun. And that's what I loved about it as an amateur wrestler now, is I didn't have to fucking worry about somebody trying to hurt me. I had to worry about being good at the dance.
And he's gone right now, of course, but I've wrestled Chris personally dozens of times. And guys like Chris were so easy to flow with, to dance with, because, and Doug's another great fucking example of somebody who sells like $1 million fucking bucks. Because it doesn't matter how many clotheslines and body slams and shit you can throw on somebody. Everybody can do that. It's how much do you make it look like he's fucking you up when he's doing it? That's the point. That's the dance right there.
The entertainment.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and the other side of it is, it's like Rip Rogers. Rip is so great at this, is that if you throw, let's say, for example, like Rob's talking about, if all you do is get in the ring and throw one move after another, if you get in the ring and you slam a guy 6 fucking times, well,
who cares?
Let me compare it to this. I took a writing class in college, and we were talking about cussing in a story, and my instructor said, so imagine you read a story and every other word is fuck, shit, piss, fuck, and the whole thing is just filled with that kind of language.
It's like listening to the show.
Right. But then you read a story, and one time in an entire book, the author says fuck. Imagine the difference of the impact at that moment when that author says fuck versus when you're just numb to it. And that's the way wrestling is. If a guy slams you and you give that guy the opportunity to sell the fuck out of that and make it look, make the people way the fuck up there in the furthest away seats believe that body slam just about fucking killed you. That's what makes it effective. And Rip is that kind of guy as a teacher. That's what he teaches people is if I fucking clothesline you and you hit the mat and you kip up and I clothesline you again and you kip up again, well, fuck, nobody believes that hurts.
Who cares? Yeah.
Who cares then, right? But if I throw one fucking punch and it drops you and you roll out of the ring and spend 5 minutes walking around the ring selling that fucking punch like it almost killed you, see the difference?
Yeah. Doesn't matter how much heat you can throw, how much heat can you take.
Nope.
Welcome to ASN, where kayfabe is right out the fucking window.
Kayfabe's been dead for a long fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what's great about the business at this point. What's great about the business now is it can go to a whole nother level, which I always believed that it should. Now an audience member can come in and sit down in their seat, and just like you do at a great movie, they can walk in and sit down in their seat and willingly suspend their disbelief and go, okay, take me away. Make me believe that what I'm watching is fucking real. And to me, that's the true art and gift of any great wrestler.
Because wrestling fans, despite what the comical aspects of it are, wrestling fans aren't just a bunch of hillbillies and dipshits, all right? They are everyday people who pay their money, they buy their ticket, they sit down, they want to turn their intellect off. They want you to tell them a story that they can believe. The problem is, the second you insult their intelligence, you've lost them forever, and you never get them back.
Yeah.
So you hear the crowd starting to chant bullshit at your match, take it home, dude. We're done.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, though. I've also had, so there's another opinion in that, too, though, Rob. One of my teachers said, when a fucking crowd starts chanting boring, fucking grab a hold and sit on it until they fucking are at a fever pitch. Use it as a heat getting fucking thing. And I've done that a couple of times, and it fucking is amazing because now they're so fucking mad at you because you're not doing anything or whatever they're hoping for, right? Now the potential for you to get heat is super high because they're so fucking ready for anything. See, that's the beautiful part of wrestling right there. That's the art form of it. Yeah, take it home, fucking, we've all been in that situation where you could fucking cut your arm off in front of them and they're not going to cheer for you.
Yeah, you're done.
But then there's also those moments when they do shit like that. Great wrestlers, like great comedians who get heckled, they know how the fuck to deal with that. And that's the part that makes it so amazing and so much fun.
I guess that's true. Like, Doug, when you threw me off the bleachers and we had that crew of backyarders that didn't like us, who decided we're going to try to start a boring chant when that happened. And what they did was they killed the attention from the crowd. Well, we did, because we horrified them when I hit the ground from the top of the bleachers.
Yes.
So how we took that home, though, was we got ourselves back to the ring. I gave Doug a nut shot. I rolled him into the ring, and I pulled the table out from under the ring. Rest of the crowd drowned those backyard faggots out. Dude, sweet. Now they see a table. Now they're ready for more.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. That's the brilliance. That's when, and quite frankly, understanding how to work a crowd. I've said this before publicly. It's if you're a great wrestler, it's truly, forgive me for the intensity of this statement, but it's truly like masturbating an audience. I'm going to tell you when you can come. And you're not going to come until I tell you to.
Are you at least your hand first?
Pardon me?
Nothing.
I'm sorry.
I gotta go.
No, but really, that's
scared her off. Good job.
No, but really, that's because it's that kind of core animal magnetism that wrestling inspires in people, and they want it's like the typical white knight in shining armor, so they can really get behind that guy. So good triumphs over evil because good wrestles fair and does everything the good way
and loves evil and Ovaltine and their mother.
Right. And evil prevails because they cheated and did everything the wrong way. And that theme will never leave.
That's right.
How about a little trivia for you guys?
Oh, fuck. All right, fire away. If it's new school, don't bother.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
It's not, and I wouldn't even know any of this. Ready? Question number 1. Which superstar's entrance music contains the lyrics, "They broke the mold when they made me"? A. Shawn Michaels. B. Dolph Ziggler. C. Billy Gunn. D. Mr. Perfect.
B.
Ding, 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 ding. B. Dolph Ziggler is the correct answer. Attaboy.
Thank you.
I would have said Mr. Perfect.
Okay,
Mr.
well,
Perfect didn't have a word.
I know it. You're right. You didn't.
I was thinking B through process of elimination, but
yeah, because my favorite song out of that is Billy Gunn Without Blinking. 'Cause I'm an ass man. Bow, bow. I'm an ass man. Bow, bow. Yeah.
And Shawn Michaels would be logical too. All of the answers were very logical answers.
Kitty. Is that a kitty cat?
That is my little girl. That's Hazel.
You know what?
I'm actually quite surprised she's waited till now. Usually as soon as I start doing this, she's right by my side the whole time. But today she's been a little bit behind.
Max, what did you do to her?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I did. I gave her some new territory to run into, and she loves it so much that she won't leave it now. And so she's just lost her mind, and she has this new space that she hangs out in, and she loves it so much that she's been sleeping there all day.
All right, Tango, you got another one?
I got another one. Ready? Which former member of the Shield is the only one to have held the Intercontinental Championship? A. Dean Ambrose. B. Roman Reigns. C. Seth Rollins.
Seth. I vote Seth. Max, what do you say?
I don't have a fucking
You
clue, but
might have been fucking Ambrose.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go fucking Roman Reigns.
I'll go with that too. Sure.
No, I'm going to go with Ambrose.
What?
I'm going to go with Dean Ambrose.
That's the answer. A. Dean Ambrose. That's 2 for 2, Robbie.
You're fucking perfect, Rob.
Woo!
Shows you how much I know about modern wrestling. I haven't watched wrestling in fucking 20 years, so.
It's just that when Dean Ambrose got the strap, they were going to push him longer than Honky Tonk, and they were going to publicize that until he got hurt, and I forgot about that.
Okay, we're going to change it up a little bit. Which superstar was the first to hold the Divas Championship in 2008? A. Maurice. B. Melina. C. Michelle McCool. D. Mickie James.
I'm going to say Mickie James. That's going to be my vote. Mickie was hot then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Mickie James.
I'm surprised the Fabulous Moolah isn't included in that fucking list. So I say the Fabulous Moolah.
Mae Young. Mae Young.
And the answer is C. Michelle McCool.
Oh, that figures Undertaker's wife. All right, that makes sense. That's why she made the Hall of Fame, I think, because she married Undertaker.
Ooh, sounds like a dig. Sounds like a dig.
I just never thought she was all that good, but she got quite the push for quite a long time.
No, this picture of her looks hot, though.
I didn't say she wasn't absolutely fucking through a wall fuckable. I'm just saying
she looks like a filled out version of Lita Ford. Anyway.
Nice.
Anyway, if you want more questions, let me know.
I'll
just throw them out random throughout the rest of our duration here.
Well, the rest of our duration is coming upon the end of its days before YouTube cuts us.
All right.
Tango, do me a favor, okay?
Okay.
I am a fucking television. I graduated from school in television and film, and you, my dear, are way too pretty to not have a really good lighting system. You need light on your face. So go buy one of these. They're cheap as hell. They're like $30.
I'm like a vampire.
Yeah, but you be a vampire we can see. Because
let's not forget we gotta push girl power, and if we can't
we got to see that beautiful face out there. So go get yourself a good light. Do yourself a favor. It will trust me.
I'll tell you, Max, you just lit her up a little bit more, so.
Yeah, well, you know what, man? It's just one of those things. If you're going to be on this network with us, man, we're all pulling in the same fucking direction, and we all want to do this and be the best we can be. And like I said, forgive me. I'm also a teacher, and I've built recording studios and been in film since I was 16. And it's one of those things that when especially, right now I can barely see you, and I have no idea. I can't see any of your features.
I mean, I can give you some light.
And Tango, we're all so pretty. You got to keep up.
It's nothing to write home about. You know what I mean?
Oh, stop it, man! You're gorgeous, and like I said, if what's amazing is I know what you want to do is you want to have just light your face, leave the background dark, and you'll get the effect of the vampire that you're after. We can see you, and then you turn off the back of like if I turn the light down in my room even more, then I can actually create that look you're talking about. Which now I got this light makes too much light, so I can't turn it down anymore.
All right,
you'll get what you're after. Try it and experiment. But like I said, those circle lights are really cheap, and they work really well. And I think it'll make a huge difference on you. Forgive me, no criticism. Just make yourself look better.
None taken. Okay.
You look great.
Jesus Christ, Max. The point was understood and received, but the message was horrible. Make yourself look better, God damn it. For the love of God and all things holy,
Well, if you're gonna say that, for God's sake, say it right. For the love of God and all things holy.
That part.
There you go.
Because it won't be long, and you'll be living in a van down by the river.
Max, I'm gonna have bad dreams. Stop.
It's late for you guys. I'm just getting started.
Dude, this is my 4th fucking hour. Actually, almost my 5th hour. I just did 2.5 hours with Jeremy before I did this show.
Max
Yeah.
is a fucking.
I mean, it's 7:38 for me, so I'm just getting started.
Nice. Girl.
Me too.
No, okay. Are you
He doesn't drink
Pacific?
though.
What?
He doesn't drink though.
Are both
Right.
of you West Coasters? So you're both West Coasters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in California.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in
California.
Idaho. So
Aren't you in San Diego?
What?
Are you in San Diego?
Me? Oh no, I'm in Thousand Oaks.
Thousand.
Aha. I know Thousand Oaks. My son lived
Ventura
right next
County.
door in I'm sorry, I can't remember. Oh, Aurora Hills. Don't know it? Yeah, I had a son. Thousand
Oh,
Oaks.
Agora Hills.
Agora Hills. That's it. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Agora Hills. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, he hasn't.
That's
lived.
technically LA County. I live in Ventura County.
Aha.
Yep.
I know Thousand Oaks is pretty close to Agora
But
Hills.
yes, it is. It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, guys, real quick. I like I promised earlier in the chat room, everybody who comes onto the show tonight, we're going to show their spot. So far, we have experienced the pain layer. We have experienced I'm Just Saying, but we haven't seen the show that Doug Damien is in. Let's take a look at Ghost.
Yay. Yay.
Check out Ghosted, where every creepy video gets one verdict legit, or straight up bullshit. Ghost hunters, haunted houses, and that weird noise in your attic.
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably not a demon, but we're judging it anyway. Mondays at 8 p.m. Subscribe to not miss a thing.
It's never a demon, god damn it, but I still judge it anyway.
You're good at that, my friend. You're
So
very
you're
good at those moments.
ghosted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Me
And then
Rob.
Max, you are
The Pain Lair and
Lair.
Wrestle Shoot.
okay. Oh, okay, yeah.
And I
Okay.
plan on having a couple more shows before I'm finished, just because I'm a fucking egotistical fucking maniac.
Because you're Max fucking Pain.
So
Yes, God damn it, the name says it all.
I wish I had something to add to your shows. I'd be like, hey, but I'm
You do add. No, are you kidding? It's a female presence is always an addition
Your
to
personality.
your personality.
you think
Come on.
that I pushed Phil to recruit you just because you're easy on the eyes. No, there's a million girls who are easy on the eyes. I said, that girl can fucking talk, man. Does she want to do a podcast? He said, let me work on it. I said, yes, sir.
Yeah.
okay. Shit.
You're welcome.
I mean, all
Yeah,
right.
Don't be shy. Do your thing, girlfriend. And that's why the whole lighting thing is so important for you.
Cool.
So I bring the clips to Ghosted, and they're great clips. Just ask Rob. And I want to share an example of the greatness of Ghosted
Oh.
clips.
Jesus.
Oh, good.
Oh, God. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yep.
God damn it, Doug. Look. I
Oops.
know
That was the wrong one.
I know that every time we do touch
Well,
shot
that's
talk,
what Ghosted is about.
Oh, okay. So that's what goes.
I know every time we do shot talk, you trick me into admitting how badly I actually do want to fuck Lindsay. And I know maybe I slipped up last time and talked about some experiences may or may not have happened with Lindsay. They totally happened, by the way.
First of all, I must have missed it. Who is Lindsay? So you got to fill
Lindsay
me.
is a no talent slag of a
Oh
company.
my God! Don't beat around the bush.
Lindsay
No pun
might be
intended.
Lindsay might be really easy on the eyes, but she is a no talent fucking hack if I have ever seen one. She puts up the weakest ghost videos. then just does
You
her
heard it here
on this
first, folks.
weird floating little ghost screen, talking about how real whatever clearly fake bullshit is behind her. Lindsay Ivan, you are no talent hack, but I very much enjoyed our weekend together. I would like to call me. God damn it, I thought we had a good time. Do you think me calling her a hack maybe is putting her off?
I don't know. To me, I'm
Maybe a
just
smidge.
guessing here. It's probably not the most romantic jargon that you could fucking throw out there,
Yeah.
to hope some kind of.
Hey, listen, as far as Lindsay Ivan, the human being, goes, I was very romantic and charming until she said, "Do you really think I'm a hack?" And then I told her, "Yes, I think you're a no talent fucking hack slag who should never, ever, ever pick up a webcam ever again. You hag."
And then
Yeah,
the
I
next
totally
sound
think
was
she's
the
in love
fucking
with you.
door slamming in the hotel room where you were staying.
Well, no, the next sound was me blowing her back out, and then the hotel room.
Oh, I can't remember last time somebody blew my back out.
That's how she likes it, man. What?
Who
Oh,
doesn't?
good God, Jesus.
Oh, the good old days.
So, Tangle, what are you smoking there?
You like what the fuck?
You know, you don't even show the best part of that picture, and that's me wearing the strap on TV. You asshole.
Why would I do that?
Because there's still animosity over the table.
Because it would, yeah, fuck that table. It would make your friend feel good. That's why you should do it, you heartless cunt.
Oh, he said cunt, and that means see you next Tuesday.
Oh, I
Yes,
say
it does.
that a lot. That's one of my favorite words. Hey,
Yeah,
you-
and then add to that, that's when Wrestle Shoot is on. So every time we finish Wrestle Shoot,
see you
we get
next
to
time.
say, see you next Tuesday.
I just realized Chris never came back from. Excuse me for a
Oh,
minute.
it's just Chris. That's Chris.
Oh,
he's-
we
we call him-
for him.
He's the Vanisher. I'm going to start changing. I'm going to change his new name into the Vanisher.
I'm quite sure he's breaking off piece ass.
Well, good for him. God
Oh, he's
bless
dropping
him.
the kids off at the pool.
No, he's fucking the guy down the hall.
Oh, good for him. At least somebody is.
Yeah, no shit.
It's so funny to hear you talking like this because I just watched front to back your last podcast when you're like, he's gaslighting and maybe he's just not that into you.
Yeah.
And now you're like, okay. But it's funny because like that's the reality of how men and women seem to interact when they're doing long distance bullshit. But then you come back with, okay, that's how I feel, but I still want to get my back blown out, goddammit.
Yeah. Who doesn't like a little vampire sex? God,
Yeah,
admit it.
yeah. No shit. I mean,
Help me out,
Talk
Fango.
about
What's that movie? Dark Skies? Dark. Is that what you were referring to? The Johnny Depp vampire
Oh.
fucking
Dark Shadows?
Shadows. Dark Shadows.
Shadows.
No,
Yeah.
I am not referring to Dark Shadows when I made that comment. Come on, Rob.
What?
More like True Blood. Can you go? A little
Oh, there
retro?
you go. Now we're talking.
What? Okay.
You know, a little less
But Dark
stock.
Skies.
You
But
know,
Dark
a little
Skies.
interview with a vampire.
But Dark
But-
Skies.
I was gonna
But
say,
Dark Shadows, come on.
I was gonna bring up
Dark
that
Shadows
interview with a
did it
vampire.
first.
That's
That's all I'm saying.
You know?
I
or
thought
the
you
original, or the
you were
Dracula of John Francis Ford Coppola. That's got some pretty erotic shit
Where
in
did
it.
that come from?
What's that?
What?
Have you ever seen the Dracula of Francis Ford Coppola?
Oh, wait. Are you talking about with the Gary Oldman?
Yeah, and fucking
That
when
that was
the
the
fucking vampire
Anne
chick
Rice.
stuck him into the
No.
bed. And,
No, that wasn't it.
oh my God, there's some sexy fucking scenes in that movie.
Yeah, hello.
Do you remember that one
I sure do.
with Keanu Reeves? As the
No, you had me at Dracula.
oh yeah,
I am
That-
Keanu.
that's my favorite Dracula.
I
Come
heard you
on,
twice
Jordan.
the first time.
My
Twice
Yeah.
the first time.
That's a good time. Y'all make a girl want to drink twice. Just saying.
Fucking A. Fuck yeah.
I'm just old. I'm just old, Tango. I just just senility fucking creeping
Man,
in like a fucking
Tell her
D11
the
fucking
truth
bat.
about why you're not drinking.
You know, all I'm saying is we could just chat all night. I
Totally.
don't care. I'm here.
Max, tell her the truth about why you're not drinking, your alcohol allergy.
Oh yeah, I'm allergic to alcohol. Every time I fucking drink, I break out in handcuffs.
Oh my god. Oh. I was gonna say I'm allergic to humans.
Bucket of fish. Thank you, Rob. God bless you, brother. Thank you. I got a second chance to redeem myself in the same fucking show. How fucking brilliant is that? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, don't do that. That gave me a boner. Don't do that.
So how much longer do we carry on this madness?
For as long until you hang up.
Is that what it is?
I guess.
Because believe me,
I jumped in on your conversation, so
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to go. You know what I mean?
Oh.
A nod's as good as a wink to a blind bet in a situation like this. You know what I mean?
I think this officially became a staring contest. Whoever leaves flat first loses.
Well, fucking Chris already lost. Then he fucking left an hour ago. Jesus Christ! The Vanisher already fucking seceded.
What do you think, Doug?
Oh,
you're in Idaho.
I'm in Idaho. Duggar, you're not in Idaho,
you're
are
the
you?
hoe.
No, I'm in California.
Come on, Max.
Oh, I'm the hoe. Yeah, I am.
No, you're
I
not
am
the hoe. He's Idaho.
What do I think?
About what?
Eeny, meeny, teeny, meeny. What?
That makes total sense. That was deep and
yes.
That was hot. But that was deep, Doug.
Yeah. What would chairs look like if our knees were on the backs of our legs?
Yeah.
Is that called bilingual?
Call her.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's called something different. Yeah.
Doug.
What?
Is that Miss Damien?
Who?
Who you were just talking to?
Who was I talking to?
You were just laughing at somebody off screen?
No.
Aw.
I was just laughing at the voices in my head, Rob.
Mother?
I'm sorry, Doug.
I feel like Rob is listening to voices in his head. Oh my God,
Isn't
look at
that
Rob's fingers. Did you see Rob's fingers?
What happened?
The total ASN logo.
What
Isn't
happened?
that a falling in reverse song?
Oh!
Isn't that a voices in my isn't that a falling in reverse song?
That's a Dennis Leary song.
Ah, the voices in my head.
Yeah. I want you to go upstairs and I want you to stab that guy in the neck with a number 2 pencil 25 times because he won't quit playing Barry Manilow over and over and over, and he deserves to die. Then he's on fire.
Oh, I love Dennis Leary. And I love you doing it too. You did a very fine job of it.
Oh, shit.
Did you guys watch the Kevin Hart roast?
I did not. I heard it was terrible. What'd you think?
I thought it was hilarious.
How was it?
It was packed with like everyone that well, whatever. I liked it. Anyway.
How did Tony Hinchcliffe do?
I mean, everybody did their part. It added to it. It was good. Listen, I'm going to put that to sidebar. When I go to see a movie, I want to be entertained. I don't want to pick it apart. I'm not trying to dissect it like I'm Egert and Egbert, or you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be entertained. And so back to the roast, it's hilarious. I think it's funny and you just want to be entertained and just watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I got you. Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
not one to try and figure a movie out. Oh, I already figured out the ending. It's like, no, I'm just watching. I'm just taking it in.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob's filling up his next libation.
No, I'm calming my dog down. Florida thunderstorm is starting.
Oh shit!
One of those.
Okay.
You in Florida?
It's
Max.
okay.
Where are you at?
I'm in Idaho.
Oh, you're in Idaho as well.
No, Doug's not in Idaho. Doug's in California. I'm the Idahonian.
Oh, where's Doug?
I live in Newcastle, California. It's just below
Oh, you're in
Auburn.
California. So
Yeah.
Rob is the only one that's East Coast then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the
Okay.
Florida guy.
I'm the awesome one.
You are.
Yeah, well, you know. You are the lead. You are the fearless leader.
I'm a
brother.
Yankee fan, just saying.
Now, do I have to be fearless to be the leader? Can I be the fearful leader?
Yeah, of course.
You
It
can do
doesn't
whatever
matter.
you want.
I think that'd be hilarious as fuck. Yes, you must be the fearful leader
The fearful leader.
who's
Yeah.
cowering constantly,
I don't know.
Whatever
Should we
you
do
want.
that or not?
and no one has your respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, at least Tango says whatever you want. She's not a total twat like you.
Yeah, I'm not a twat waffle.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Waffle.
I
Oh
do
my
like a good
goodness.
waffle though. A little butter
Yeah.
and maple syrup. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, Doug's
That's a-
tasty with butter and syrup.
The one part of the South I really love is Waffle House. I mean, how the fuck do you argue with that? Open 24 hours a day. You can get a pecan waffle anytime you want one.
Oh, by the way, it's very possible that I might be visiting Idaho in October.
Wow. What part?
I don't know.
Oh. Well,
Oh my God, I'm coming just to see you. You sexy bitch, you.
yeah, right.
my my friend that used to live out here got married. They moved to Idaho. I can't remember the city. I can't remember the city just right now, but
Okay.
yeah.
So then here's what we need to have happen, Max. When she does get there, you've got to figure out where she is. You've got to lumber over. You've got to scoop her up like Fay Ray, climb up to the top of a building, and see what happens.
Well, do remember that Idaho, in lengthwise, is almost the same distance from fucking border to border as the state of California. Coeur d'Alene, which is in northern Idaho, is fucking about 800 miles from where I live.
Oh, okay. Well,
Is Coeur d'Alene
when
sound familiar?
Well, I know of the city because back in the day when I was doing research to possibly move to Idaho myself, that was one of the top cities that I thought I would move to. So
Rightfully so. I live
Just need to move to Florida. Everybody, come on.
Yeah,
rightfully so, because Coeur d'Alene, I went to school there for 2 years and was incidentally a two-time All-American and a national champion on a national championship team in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and it was fucking truly one of the greatest experiences of my life.
I've been to Merritt Island, Rob. Stayed in Merritt Island, gorgeous, because that's a long story. And then we drove to Orlando every day to go to the amusement parks. So been there.
Yeah, I got to do winter. Oh my God!
Well, we got a flash of Chris. He graced us with his presence.
What the fuck is going on?
I feel like Chris is. You know what I feel like Chris is doing right now?
Exactly.
I'll tell you what Chris is doing.
I had to take care of some business.
You missed out on so much
I told
fun.
you what he's back there fucking. Weren't you? Weren't you?
I'll just leave that to myself.
Damn,
we can tell by the EDM in the background.
Oh, there you go.
Damn it, Chris. I was just about to talk Tango into moving to Florida, and then you showed up and fucked it all up.
It could happen.
I have impeccable timing. Can I say?
Tango, you never did answer. What are you smoking? Is that the good stuff
Cigarette or weed is what he's asking.
Sativa.
Nice.
Oh.
God bless you.
Me too.
You're welcome.
I'm smoking both.
I'm taking a gummy right now.
I actually am working on doing some sativa again for a little bit myself. I'm going to surprise you guys one day.
Ooh, that's fun.
I haven't smoked in over a year now, and I'm really contemplating picking it up again for a moment.
Matt, come on a vacation to Florida. I will bring over some medical grade right from the dispensary.
Oh.
Smoke till you get here. I want to see you get fucking retarded on 2 hits.
It would
Oh,
take,
so do I.
would
I'm a
take
cheap
for me to
date,
get,
let me tell you.
all it would take for me to get retarded on that kind of weed is to open the fucking jar anywhere in the fucking vicinity of my nostrils, and I'll be fucking flat back to 420.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm a rookie now, man. I used to be a fucking hardcore, and
No,
I
you're
get-
not. You're not a rookie. You got a really long oil change. That's
yeah,
all.
but I'm on pause. I'm on
Yeah.
hold.
Fuck yeah. Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
you want to
Chris.
hear another trivia question?
Yeah,
What?
fuck yeah.
He's been asking us a couple of wrestling trivia questions since you've been gone.
I mean,
Oh.
you know.
I love
Which-
wrestling trivia.
What? Ready? Okay. Which superstar did Shawn Michaels not partner with to capture the WWE World Tag Team Championship? A. Diesel. B. John Cena. C. Marty Jannetty. D. Triple H.
C.
Final answer?
Yeah, absolutely.
B. John Cena.
Yeah, because he did win the tag team belts with Jannetty, except they
No, just kidding. It's C. Mark Jannetty.
he did win the belt with Jannetty. They just did it on a house show. Remember, Chris? The rope broke against the
Very
Hart Foundation.
good.
Well, yeah, but they I don't know what they did. They just
Marty Jannetty.
I didn't even know he tag teamed.
Woo.
We're all big fans of Marty, man.
Yeah.
All right, you want another one?
Sure.
sure.
At WrestleMania XX, Goldberg defeated Brock Lesnar with this superstar acting as special guest referee. A. Eddie Guerrero. B. Stone Cold Steve Austin. C. Kurt Angle. And D. The Rock.
B.
Final answer?
B. B's and boy. Yes.
B. Stone Cold Steve Austin is correct.
I think
And
I
this is
remember.
how good Chris's brain works in the wrestling business. This still sticks in my head that we were at somebody's house watching a pay-per-view, some shit or other, and Randy Orton was having a match. Out of the blue, Chris said, Bob Orton's going to come out to the ring and he's going to be wearing the fucking cast. Everybody went, well, that's fucking random. And that's exactly what happened.
Fuck
Nobody
yeah, it did.
coming. That was pretty badass.
That's craziness.
Chris, are you all sober now? Because I'm fucking drunk, dude.
Dude, I just took a gummy and I've been drinking, so yeah, no, I'm a little buzzed right now.
I'm smoking up more than drinking here since you left.
Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we
course.
can hear you, brother.
Yes, we can hear
I
you.
can hear you.
All right, making sure my earbuds are working.
Yeah, no, you're super loud.
All right.
Tango, why are you in the midnight hour, man? Nobody can see you now.
Okay, I'll turn the light on.
My goodness.
So Tango was the first show that we advertised, right, on our boosted ads.
Whew. Is that better?
Tango was the first show. You're right. Tango was the very first short that we boosted.
We did. Got a lot of hits, actually.
Oh, yeah, rocket. We
What's
are
everybody beveraging? Max, first of all, tea, coffee, water, what are you doing?
I'm doing tea.
Okay, what kind of tea?
I'm a Crystal Light guy, peach in this
Okay,
case.
cold tea.
Yeah, I'm not.
Got it, got
I'm not much of a hot tea guy
Okay.
I believe in crystal light.
because I believe in me.
Ba, 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 ba.
Very
All right,
old
what are everybody
commercial.
else doing?
What?
Doug's drinking a cup of warm piss.
What? Oh, I didn't hear.
I said, what's everyone else drinking?
I'm drinking black tea my wife made in the Ghoul Girl cup,
Oh,
like I
shit.
showed earlier.
Doug, I want to know where you got that made off air.
Okay.
Okay.
I love the quality. Badass.
What are you drinking,
Okay.
Tango?
I'm having a peach high noon on ice.
Hey.
In a
What?
red cup that looks orange on this visual.
What's peach high noon?
Oh, it's a seltzer, hard vodka seltzer.
Aha.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
High Noon.
Nice.
We're having your beverage.
High Noon, send us money.
We could use money.
Send it now.
Let it build. Let it
Crystal
build.
Light, God damn it, send us money.
Wait for it. This is the best ever. Oh my god. Mwah.
I must have some.
And this is the best ever too.
But that's got no hoop to it.
Oh my gosh.
Doug, do you want to plug anything while we're doing fake plugs?
Yeah.
Fake plugs.
Not sexual.
Let's see.
Why not sexual?
Oh.
Okay, fine. What he said.
There we go.
There we go.
All right,
Oh.
cool.
Oh, that
Well-
was good. That was a
well,
good plug there.
Doug,
I like you, Doug, better, man, to be honest.
I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight after that.
no, do it. Do it.
Uh-oh. Mr. Frimfram's Existential Slapdown Emporium. Go get your slapdong and dong slap and emporium of existential crises for Mr. Frimfram.
That's right, folks. You heard it here, right here on ASN. If you are tired of having your dong slapped in an extraordinary way, come out and see Mr. Frimfram, where you will have your dong slapped in the most existential manner possible.
That's right.
Oh,
Gives a whole new meaning to a glory hole.
wow.
Oh, forgive me.
Tango like this, that's all that matters. Fuck you, Chris.
Hey, Rob, how's your little sweet little peanut butter pretzel whiskey going?
I'm pretty fucking hammered, but it's absolutely terrible.
Oh my god, that sounds delicious. Peanut
Oh,
butter
it's not.
pretzel whiskey.
It's not. It's not. It's
Okay.
the worst. It's a big old cup of diabetes. I'm well for breakfast.
Well, there's that, folks.
Diabetes.
It sounds
That
like
risk of the sugary-
something the Germans would put in a fucking chocolate and then make a whole box full of it.
But
Wow.
you know what? I'm going to go out drunk. So cool. I'll be in a diabetic coma in about 7 minutes, but I'll be drunk.
Fucking just hit the insulin, baby.
And so, forget me.
Rob's such a warrior. He'll drink anything.
Fucking
Well, I don't know
I-
about that.
No, you will.
you just
I
gotta
see
prep
you.
your,
Won't
you
drink
just gotta
mine.
prep your evening with the needle, man. Just fucking hit the fucking IV the needle and away you go, man, with the fucking insulin, and boom, you're safe for the night.
And this PSA was brought to you by ASN.
Where's my keychain at, by the way? Jesus Christ.
You're not getting one. Everybody else is getting one but you.
Why?
He's still talking about the keychain. Mail him a keychain already.
I'm mailing them all out to everybody tomorrow. So fuck
A part
you.
order here, dude. Jesus Christ.
Wait,
Well-
there's a keychain?
What?
Wait, Doug, to get one?
What? Keychain?
Well, I don't like how I'm being set up here. I'm feeling very cornered.
There's a
The
keychain.
fuck?
Who's got a keychain? What?
Yeah, I can't. My head hurts
Max,
from
baby,
laughing.
yours is going to be in the mail tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Stop.
All
it.
right. I think Max is going to need a moment alone. Let's just go ahead and give him a second.
What, you didn't get
Oh,
Max
no,
one?
no, I'm fine. I'm really fine.
Do you need a nap?
That I do. It's been a long. It's been a long day for me right now. I'm pushing the 6-hour mark, so you know.
Come on, Max. Come on, baby. Bring it.
Group hug. Group
Bring
hug.
it. Everybody, come on.
Group hug.
Bring
Bring
it
it
in, buddy.
in. Bring it in for Max.
Oh,
Okay, I'm bringing in the
there
group
we
hug.
go.
Pity party for Max.
Okay.
Who just grabbed my ass?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was at the movies.
Well, that sucks. Now I'm upset that somebody grabbed my ass.
It was him. That
That's
guy.
impossible from that
You
distance.
motherfucker, Chris.
That guy.
Why are you blaming me for it?
Because you did it. Saw you.
I'll take the rap for it. It's all good.
I'm not afraid.
We've been up and down the road together for so many years. You grabbing my ass would be the least weird thing ever.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
We see some pretty fucked up shit, to be honest. Yeah.
Did you grab my ass? Yes, I needed to anchor myself. I'm too drunk. Okay.
I was about to fall and I needed something to grab.
Even though out of the two of us, Chris has got the grabbable badonkadunk.
Ah, nice.
And
The
now
what?
we know.
The
I got
badonkadonk.
an old man flat ass.
Whoa.
I
The
got an old man
badonkadonk.
for too many butt bumps.
Your bottom and my top, we'd be balanced.
Fuck. Good one.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah.
God.
You all right?
Yeah, that's a good joint.
I can tell. I wish I fucking had a pull on it right now.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. You know, it's funny. I used to have a bit. Thank you, sir. I used to have a bit with the guy who was a temporary third chair on Wrestle Shoot. He was in California. He'd say, "Hey, Rob, can I bum a cigarette?" So he'd have one in his finger. I go to pass it over, then he'd reach back with the cigarette in his hand. It was just a fun little bit we did.
I love shit like that, dude. That's good
Heat.
stuff.
That's just cheap heat, is what that is.
That's exactly what it is. And I love cheap heat.
Fuck yeah.
Rob loves cheap heat.
Rob loves what?
Cheap heat.
What's
Yeah,
GP?
That's just more wrestling jargon.
She said GP. It's two words. It's cheap heat.
Yeah,
Oh.
like choose their words.
So like when Mick Foley would go out there and he'd start cutting his promo, they'd go, "Right here in Los Angeles," and they'd go crazy. That's cheap heat.
Yeah.
Chris, were you here when we were talking about Glow?
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, good. Who Glow was great back in the day.
It was.
Chris, show me your tits.
Oh, yeah.
Dementia,
Come on, Chris.
all the villains.
What?
Chris, show me your tits.
My tits?
I
Well,
mean,
it would be an HR nightmare if I said it to her. I'm not going to say it to Doug because he's got a coat on.
this show is
and-
for mature audiences
You
only.
definitely don't want to see mine.
Luckily, Rob's not in charge of HR, but yeah.
No, that's true.
Got it.
No, fuck HR. We don't have an HR. We had
Really
one
don't.
HR agent for about
We don't
7
have
years.
HR. We handle the shit ourselves.
Fuck yeah.
What's up?
Because the house always fucking wins.
We had an HR girl for about 17 minutes, but then Butcher ate her.
You know, what? It is what? What? Who ate her? Oh, I
Butcher.
don't want to know who ate her. Do over. Do over.
Oh my gosh.
Now that was a reference for the originals, the original ASNites.
Okay.
I fucking miss you, Butcher. I fucking miss you, brother.
Yeah. God bless Butcher. It's a good dude.
Friend that passed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn. Yes, we lost Butcher a couple of years ago to complications from COVID.
Mm.
Mean.
Yeah.
He was a good guy. He was a good dude. He was very straight up, told it like it is.
And he was from Wales, so he had that very, very proper Wales accent. And he pretty much was the enforcer around the network. He was our Arn Anderson. We called him personnel. He was the personnel manager because we had a meme floating around the network for about a year that said, "It's 3 a.m. Your phone rings and it's Butcher." and you immediately know you fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucking miss that guy. Well,
Yeah.
right, ladies and gentlemen, I know we're coming up to YouTube is gonna shut us off anytime now.
What? Already?
Chris, it's been 3 hours.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Damn.
you took a
we
break.
could just keep talking until they shut us off, or
We
until
could.
one of you passes out. We'll just
Well, that
like
would actually be
process of
funny.
elimination.
It might be
Maybe-
me, and I'm not even fucking drinking.
All right.
I got another 30. I got another hour to do, man.
I'm
Maybe
just
Doug.
old.
Shit.
Who's?
You know what?
I'm in. Who's in?
I'm in.
I'm working a headlock right now
This
for another
This
10
has
minutes,
now become
dude.
a
I'm
staring
conservative.
contest. Whoever blinks first is out.
Yeah. The thing is with Chris, you don't even have to give him a prompt, and the fucking Vanisher is gone. So you know, it's one of those things that with Chris, if you work with him long
What's that,
enough,
Max?
you're like, I got a new name for you, the
Oh.
Vanisher.
The Vanisher?
Yeah. Because every time we fucking work together, man, as soon as the fucking shit goes off, man, boom, fucking, we come back on after we end the show and fucking Chris is gone. Wow. He doesn't hang on for a fucking second. He doesn't even say
He's
goodbye.
fucking gone.
The Vanisher, he's gone. That's your new name, brother, the Vanisher.
Yeah,
We're
hey, you know,
still-
I'll roll with it, dude. You know what's funny, dude? Max, I would have totally worked you in the 90s, man. If I was, dude, I would love to work you, man. It'd been awesome.
Oh, I would have fucking, you know, that's the funny part about the business. Every time I talk to you two, I just, and Doug, forgive me, you three, it would have been fucking such an honor to have fucking spent time with you guys on the road and fucking telling stories and doing the business together. It would have been a good time. We would have had a good fucking time because we all think so much alike and have such a fucking same sense of humor and thought process. And it would have been good.
I love how encompassing the phrase "doing the business" is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit, right?
just doing the business.
Yeah. Yeah, what's it? Well, what else? You know, what else do you need to say if you're one of the boys, right?
That's right.
Traveling around doing the business together, man. That's what we fucking did, right?
Yo, who's that girl? Don't worry about her. I'm just doing business.
Yeah, I'm just doing the business on the fucking road again.
Going places that I've never been.
Pew, pew.
Yeah, we used to have fucking fun. I mean, for sure. Like, you gotta squeeze the most joy you can because it's not like the wrestling locker room is full of good people, right? These are not friends. We call each other brother as a generalism. I think in the sense of as far as I don't care what the problem is. If there's a wrestler versus a regular person, I'm always going to stand with the wrestler.
Yeah,
I don't care what the story is.
Yeah.
That's a given, right?
Yeah, we can work it out however we work it out. But besides that, these are a bunch of motherfuckers that you don't even want to have your address.
yeah.
So
I agree.
And besides that, one good really point, and this is a great one to explain to Tango. You might have to put your fucking life in their hands one day, and by God, you want that motherfucker to have your back in that moment too, because you might be at a house show or you might be at a show where you're not seeing what's coming your fucking way, and that motherfucker is the only thing between you and some severe bullshit. And I've had that happen to me many a fucking times in my life when I was out on that fucking highway, and it's sure fucking good to know that the boys got each other's backs in those moments.
Yeah.
But, and that breaks down, though, to all aspects, too. I think the most publicized one is Austin and Triple H at a house show having a match, and it just ended, and some fucking mark stormed the ring, went after Austin. Triple H snatched that mark up, took him to the ground, and beat the fucking bricks off him. Because it doesn't matter. Kayfabe, all that shit, that goes right out the window. Look, guys, when you pay to go to a show,
You don't get it. You don't
you
get in the fucking
slap-
ring with
you can
wrestlers.
slap our hands, you can call us names, you can flip out, You can even sometimes get away with throwing pieces of paper at us.
Yep.
If you dare get physically aggressive with a wrestler, you do that at your own risk. But if you are stupid enough to climb into that fucking ring, you need to know in advance. The rule of thumb for every motherfucker who's ever walked out of a wrestling school knows. Everybody in that ring, referee, announcer, timekeeper, everybody is going to beat the fucking brakes off of you. You're not going to jail. You're going to the hospital. And that is to make an example out of you.
And that's and rightfully so, because we all know, and anybody would fucking, there's no court in the world that said, you're standing in front of a judge and you go, are you going to go, yeah, so I just thought I was going to jump in a wrestling ring and these guys beat the fuck out of me. So let me see if I got this straight. You got in a fucking wrestling ring and didn't think you were going to get your ass kicked?
I mean, we don't go to your job and slap the dick out of your mouth. Don't come to our job.
Point.
Oh, let's end this mess.
Yeah, it's a good time to take it home.
That's a great place to take it home right there.
By the way, just real quick, just wanted to say, Rob, I like that backdrop you've got going on.
See, Chris made fun of me. I said I'm looking for something Disney-esque.
Disney-esque.
That's how I
read Disney, but it looks cool.
Pixar kind of.
I was just about to make fun of Chris and call him the Vanisher. But look, the Vanisher's gone again.
His microphone's off. That's all I know. And
he came back on to fucking criticize you for your background, and then fucking vanished again.
Well, fuck him.
You know what? Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, let those haters hate.
Here he is. All right, now everybody's going to be here, and we can all take it home together here.
All right.
This one here.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, y'all.
Well, I don't think I like your level of aggression, Max, and you haven't even been drinking. What the fuck?
Okay. How about this? Hey, Rob, can we
Yes?
please go the fuck home?
Wait.